Okay, so when we left off, our group of adventurers had recently emerged victorious from the giant caverns after having their small skiff stolen by Ned Shakeshaft, the last member of the Fighters Guild. The players thought they had no hope. That was until Bones Jackson returned on the ferry and rescued them. You are all
He returned, like, Bones Jackson returned on the skiff with the dead body of uh Phil? What was his name?
Yes, yes. As the skiff was stolen, Ned Shakeshaft saw it, killed Bones Jackson saw it, killed Ned, and then Captain Jackson returned. You guys are
and then
aboard.
I took Ned's head.
Yes.
The head of Ned. The head of dead Ned.
Yeah, in my notes I actually have Ned's head.
You can put the head of dead Ned in your bed.
Don't be weird.
You could put the head of dead Ned in someone else's red bed.
It's just a collection hobby, alright?
You know, a red bed.
Yeah. Just think of all the opportunities to decorate the laboratory when we get back.
Also,
Trust
in
me.
like a week, there's going to be just a smell coming off of Alistair. Just like the smell of decay.
Well, you know, that smell is encapsulated within that pocket dimension.
Yeah, so but every time he opens it, we're gonna get a, oh!
I do have prestidigitation, so I can just get rid of the smell, clean it all up.
That is true. As you guys sit aboard the ferry now, it is approximately 8 p.m. as you guys encroach upon the coastline of the docks of East Haven. You get a few miles off of the dock you initially fought the Duergar on when you can see it. Low, lingering, crackling light. Though it looks to be the size of a candle, you guys gauge with your distance that the light is emanating from a pyre many tens of feet high, lighting up the surrounding town hall and illuminating the center of the town. Bones Jackson inevitably enters the cabin below. Alright, we're gonna be there in a second. Now, it's pretty late. You guys best be shoving off to an inn. If you do want to find Imdra, you might need to wait until the morning.
Okay, so we go to an inn. Sounds good to me. Are there any inns in this city that we haven't been to yet?
No. There's the Wet Front and the White Lady Inn, which you know to be proprieted by Artemis the Dragonborn. As you guys near the front now, you hear Bones Jackson's feet as they hit the wood and climb aboard to the top deck. However, his feet briefly halt in their place, and you hear him for a brief moment. What the hell is that? Hey, y'all better see this!
Oh, what do you see, Bones? What is it?
It's like a harpy, but it's not. It's not. Just come look.
I rush upstairs.
Rez, as you rush
Erlon's
upstairs,
following.
and Erlond in quick pursuit, you guys get up, and as soon as you stand where Bones does, you see him looking off the starboard side of the ship. As your eyes join what he's looking at, you see a woman, the same one that you recognize from the illusion you witnessed in the town hall, Bartholomew. Suspended in the air, nude and without clothes, long white hair strews her face. Oh my god.
Is that the White Lady?
I mean, it kind of looks like what I've heard in the stories. As you
She's
guys,
kind of hot. I say to Erlond under my breath.
as you guys sit there looking at this hallucinatory apparition hovering 20 feet above the surface of the water, it seems to be drawing nearer.
Oh. Erlond, it's coming closer. What do you do with ghosts in the forest?
I don't really have a good plan, but I'll tell you what, I will fight, and I'll like
Well, let's hold on.
hammer the trident down.
Let's give it a second. I think maybe if this is what if she's a nice ghost? You know, let's not do anything rash. Because if she's a nice ghost and we, pew pew, then, she'll attack us.
That's true.
Okay.
Alistair,
I'll let you do the talking, and I'll step back.
Hello, White Lady.
About this time, Alistair will come up just double fisting.
Yeah, I'll follow. I'll follow Alistair because I don't like being alone.
Oh, Rez also still has the bottle of mead in his hand that Alistair gave him.
Without doing anything, Bones Jackson looks up. Hey, can I get a swig of that, Captain?
I'm gonna give him another bottle of mead, pull it out of my bag.
Thank you. As he drinks it, he inevitably brings the honeydew from his mouth and wipes it from the corner of his cheek. Alright, well, you guys knew how to deal with these things better than me. I've never seen a ghost before.
Hey,
Oh,
wait, lady. You want
hello,
a drink?
my lady.
And I'm gonna shake a bottle of mead up towards her. Join us for a drink. Take a load off.
With that,
Yes, mystical white lady who is a ghost and protects this entire region. Take a load off, have a drink.
It's shiny in the sky.
as the white lady draws
Oh.
near, you see her pick up her face, and you see a very young yet seasoned face, wrinkles and crow's feet burrowing in, and you also witness as soon as she brings her head up and you guys see her gleaming blue eyes. Her hair flies out of the way, as does the sail on the ferry. As you feel the boat teeter for but a second, you see this expressionless, eldenly, ageless face, and then the white lady dives beneath the waves, not making a splash as her body moves effortlessly through the water.
Well, I guess you did want a drink.
Bones Jackson runs to the side, the starboard side, and looks straight down. Would you like to join him?
I'll join him.
Erlon does.
Yes.
As you all look down, those of you with dark vision can see her faintly gleaming apparition-like form as it convenes to the bottom. As it draws about 100 feet away from you and touches the bottom of the lock, you guys see that her body is illuminating the faint vicinity, the perimeter-like silhouette of a giant chest. Someone drop the anchor!
Rez runs over, has no idea what to do.
Oh, Rez, turn that big windlass clockwise.
He turns it counterclockwise first. And oh, okay, it's this way.
Roll an athletics check. It is pretty dense and it's coiled with a massive iron chain.
And we're going, like, we just got a boost of speed, now we're weighing anchor.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be violent.
This is gonna be like that scene in Pirates. You said roll an athletics check?
Yes, sir. Okay, Rez, boistering some a very necessary strength which you've been culminating since the fight and saving up your reserves. As you pull the windlass 2 rotations, the anchor sticks, and you guys feel the momentum of the ship as it suddenly halts. As you do so, the captain looks right at you, Captain Davies. Alright, I got an idea. Someone tie a rope to me. Actually, and he looks over at you, Erlon. Can you breathe underwater?
Erlon is going to jump onto the side of the ship and say, maybe, and then dive in.
God damn. As you dive in, the icy cold water covering your frame. Even though you're a creature of the cold, it is especially cold on this dark and dreary night. What is your constitution save? Or sorry, what's your constitution modifier, Erland?
1.
1. Okay.
I'm gonna look over at Alistair and say, do you know if he knows how to swim?
Well, we're not that friendly.
He's gonna have to learn. And as you guys all watch Erlon's swimming form, efficiently swimming towards that beacon of light, which is the white lady at the bottom of the mirror, you guys
I'm
witness
going
him.
Aquaman style as well. Trident in front hand.
Nice. As you reach the bottom, finally, Erlond, you see the chest glowing in her form. As she looks at you, you now see her face confused and very scared. As she reaches out to you, her translucent hand passes through your form. You see her try to say something to you, but you can't understand, and she cannot understand common. As you're there now, Erland, what do you want to do?
Take it.
So is she?
Take it.
Speak with animals? Is she an animal?
No, she is not.
Okay.
The chest. You know you want to.
Erland is going to slowly reach down at the front of the chest, not to like take it, but to like look inside.
As you open it, the very rusted hinges open. You can see one of them is eaten through with barnacles and green with oxidation. However, as you open it, you see a couple pieces of parchment float out and the gleaming of oxidized gold within the chest.
Erland is going to look up at her in like a what is like what's her facial expression? What's she giving off now?
She looks like a child who's witnessing something she doesn't understand. She seems to think that she's alive as she looks at you with this very confused expression, occasionally looking around at her surroundings with awe and wonderment.
Erland is going to try and pull the chest up.
Okay.
And on his way up, he's going to look at her and kind of give her like a come on like motion.
As you lift the chest, you see immediately her relax, her face go to a very pleasant, docile form before smiling slightly. She looks up at you with an expression of generosity and disappears. As you carry her chest in tow to the top, your lungs have finally worn out from the cold eating through your body, and with your low constitution modifier, go ahead and give me a constitution saving throw, Erland. As you guys watch Erland beginning to struggle just a little bit, Erland, you have 1 point of exhaustion as you paddle your way up and inevitably breach through the surface, chest in hand.
Is there a ladder or something?
There is
Or
a
any
ladder-like
rope?
matrix of net rope that descends down the starboard side of the ferry.
I'm gonna, like, how far is it down to the water? Off of, like, from the deck of the ferry next to the ladder, like, down to Erland? Like, how far
It's
is
about 15 feet.
it? Okay, I'm gonna, hold on to, like, the railing next to the rope and just stick my, like, as far as I can to, like, as soon as Erland gets near me, I'm gonna try to pull him up and help him.
Okay. As you do so, and you both get the chest in tow, Erland, go ahead and make me an athletics check with advantage, as Rez is helping you. Alright. As the chest falls out of your hand, you grab the rung, the handle on the right side with one arm, and narrowly save it from falling in as you hoist it and yourself to the top of the ferry. That was impressive.
Oh, I got it, guys.
So, is this the treasure of the White Lady?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know how to explain what happened down there, but it was weird.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Rez pops the clasp and opens the lid. I'm assuming with all the rusted hinges and not under the weight of water, the lid just falls off.
It does indeed, and as you guys hear as it hits the ground and the water excavates from its leathery interior, a giant chest filled with mildewy, unreadable pieces of parchment and 600 gold pieces.
Oh, that sounds like it should go to the people who are here.
Yeah, you know, I'm not saying I deserve any, but, can I get a couple?
Oh, absolutely. You
Thank
are
you.
here, you have taken us this far. Although, we did take care of those ghosts for you, so there is...
And being as it that I was the one who went down there. I say I get majority.
Okay, you can have the largest share. So how about we split it 5 ways? Maybe. Erland, you take however much, you are comfortable with this first, and then we will divvy up the rest among us.
We could let Erlon take 200 and then 100 each for us.
Oh yes, and give 20 of mine to Mr. Bones.
Oh, thank you very much.
Erlon is
Oralis,
gonna begin
Glenn, speak up
scooping
if you-
200 gold out of the chest.
to add. Speak up if you want some gold, Oralis, and Glenn. Nothing? Okay, cool.
I'm alright. I'm gonna go get the anchor up. As you guys watch Glenn's stout dwarven form effortlessly pull the windlass and raise it to its highest setting. It then doubles up, and the ferry, with a huge gust of wind, takes off again. It's not even half an hour later that you guys reach the dock. As Bones Jackson himself walks aboard the ferry's wooden top, lowers the windlass himself, and the ship comes to a gradual close. You guys do not hear the familiar sound of a bell ringing to announce your arrival, as it is now 9 p.m.
So the parchment paper in the treasure chest, that was unreadable and everything because that was underwater.
It is, but you do see some faint markings and letterings, actually, Erland, which only you seem to recognize. Although you can't make out complete words, you do notice letters in the script of your tribal language. Go ahead.
So
and
I'm
roll
gonna-
me- Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, go ahead and roll me an investigation check if you want to see if you can kind of read between the lines and make out what this is. With a really high investigation, you can't read every word, but you make out that this is a love poem to the lady herself. And as you look through the rest of the contents, Erland, you find a very thin tube of what you presume to contain makeup or lipstick, with the inscription on the side, Leshana Leodon.
That's interesting.
So Erland
And I'm
can,
gonna. What's up?
So Erland can read.
He can indeed.
Not literate. Gotta make
Uh,
a note of that.
I'm going to keep these, and I'm going to wrap the parchment paper and everything up into kind of a bundle and tie it off and put it in my pouch.
All right. As the drop.
So I think we all need to. I think we need to get to an inn, and I think we have a lot to discuss before we, return to Inja. So shall we?
Okay, I'll say let's find an inn.
Am I lagging again?
There was just a long pause where we all agreed silently.
To an
Just
inn.
wanted to double check. To an inn. Okay, Garrett, which one? DM question. Which one was nicer? The trout hall or the white lady? Which one was like the more higher end of the two?
By the thinnest of margins, the White Lady Inn is better kept by Artemis, with broad-facing windows and an immaculate timber wood floor. Although the Wet Trout has various interesting decorations, a huge elk rack above the door, a trout behind the bar, and of course, the Lady Innkeeper herself, the White Dragonborn. You surmise the White Lady Inn is just a little bit classier.
Okay, so let's go to the White Lady Inn. Let's get a room, because I think we have private things to discuss that should not be discussed on the tavern room floor.
And watch your coin purses.
Agreed.
You guys.
Larry, you
Repeat the last time.
don't trust any seances, Larry.
If they touch my gold, they will lose that hand. I know.
Rinaldo touched your gold, and he still has both of his hands. So,
He won't for long if I see him again.
okay, Larry. Anyways, 'twas White Lady.
As you guys
Larry's
walk.
growing on me.
As you guys walk to the White Lady, you don't see a soul except for the guards who walk down random alleyways in an assortment of trajectories with their torchlight. As you come to the White Lady Inn, You see a guard standing out with a torch himself. He gives you a nod, puts his hand on his saber, and actually opens the door for you.
Oh, you.
Of course. As you make your way inside, you can see a very familiar dark-skinned, dark elf sitting at the counter. Her white hair below an admiral's cap. She puts down a mug of ale on the counter. I was wondering when you'd return.
We got a bit delayed.
Artemis, make your leave. Why, of course, right lady. As Artemis cleans his mug and looks back, would you need anything else for the night? Of course not. Put the money that I've given you as an expense to the fellow's tab. Why, of course. As he leaves, you are now alone with Imdra Arlagath. As Captain Arlagath looks back at the rest of you. So, I promise that the efforts to dispel this land of the evil hag's presence were successful.
I'm gonna pull what we have of her head out of my bag and just kind of toss it on the floor between us.
As you guys look at this sickening, barnacly, fishy, odorous hag's face still caved in from the impact of Larry's hammer. Oh yes, successful is one way to put it. She turns around. Now then, for your reward. As she stands up, she removes a golden ring from her hand. We found this on the corpse of Dazan. You guys really missed it. His body did burn quite efficiently. As she extends her hand, who would like to take the
Oh, Larry, oh, the shiny.
Why, of course. As you take the ring into your own hand, open your character sheet, and it should be in your journal. It is a golden ring with a very bright, fiery gemstone. As you put it on your finger, you can already feel yourself begin to warm up.
Thank you.
I'm going to show this to everyone just for a brief moment. It is the ring of spell storage, and it currently is holding a fireball. As you look at this, Larry, and are still basking in its gleaming aura, the rest of you sit there. And one other thing. This was the hat acquired from the corpse of the felled wizard. Whoever has this, well, that is also up to your discretion. As she removes her admiral's cap, she decasts her minor illusion spell, and the hat turns from a blue shapely admiral's crest into a very pointed, conical red wizard's hat. Who would like to take this?
I'll take the hat.
Alright. As you bring it down, you can see the red hat has a black horned skull as a crest right in the middle. We pulled this from him while he was still in that prison. However, I think if he had it, we would have all been a lot worse for wear. As you guys... Oop, my bad. As you guys all have your magical items now, Imdra sits down again, confirmed and very confident in the way that this exchange has wrought. Now then, I suppose you'll all be making your way back to that sheriff of yours in Grinshanda.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Good. Well, you've certainly earned your keep, and therefore I will give you this information as reward. There are Duragar in all of the cities to the north, Caer Dineval and Caer Conic. I'm sure that's what he wants to know, however, that's really all the information I have on their recent incursion.
You said all the cities to the north?
That is correct. Caer Dineval and Caer Conic being the worst. As a matter of fact, Caer Dineval is almost a ghost town due to their presence. They've been successful in completely conquering the city.
I suppose you won't be coming back with us?
Well, I certainly could, if you like. seeing as how you've taken care of all of my most pressing chores.
I think the sheriff is very keen for a reunion in the
Then-
flesh.
I shall oblige him. However, for the record, I do not take much joy in leaving my post. I will have to speak with the townspeaker in the morning to confirm this appointment.
Aye, no problem there. We'll wait for you.
Okay. As you guys sit there for a while and Imdra turns her back to you, you guys have access to the rooms as paid by Imdra. What would you like to do?
Well, been a full day. Bye.
Yes, I am quite tired.
Alistair's gonna walk to his room with an uncomfortable just leaving because he's not good at goodbyes.
Okay. I'm back.
Hello, Rez. What just happened?
Oh, I think I just blanked out there for a moment. Where are we?
We're currently in the White Lady Inn. A magical ring has been given to Larry. A magical hat has been taken off the head of Imdra and given to Alistair. As she's given you all her magical items and told you a little bit of information on the Duergar, you guys are sleeping in the White Lady Inn until she can leave with you tomorrow morning.
Is there a way we can all... Is DM question. Is there a way we can all get into one room without Inja?
There certainly is. She's just paid for you guys an extra night, giving a gold piece to Artemis the Tavern Keep. Though it's not a comfortable fit, you can all fit into one of the several rooms which you now have access to.
You
Okay.
can all meet in my room if you want.
Real quick, as they're all going up to meet in Alistair's room, I go over to Artemis and I hold out a gold coin. Or I hold out 3 gold coins and set them on the counter.
Erwin,
I see.
what's this for?
Artemis, I would like a bottle of your most expensive whatever. And I would like 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 6 of us. There are 6 of us, right?
There are
In total?
indeed.
Yeah, and I would like 6 glasses.
Of course, right away. As he gets another bottle out. You know, you almost bought all of my stock. With this bottle gone, I'll have to resupply in the morning.
I hope I'm paying you plentifully. Is that way you'll be able to afford it?
Oh, that you are. As he pours one for all of you, he gives the captain a complimentary glass. For you, my lady. Thank you, Artemis. As you guys now all have a glass, Artemis looks up at the lady. Would you like anything else, Mistress Alagath? No, I think that would be all. And please, leave us in private. Oh, of course, Captain. I apologize. As he leaves through the curtain in the back, you see Captain Arlogoth look up at the rest of you. Oh, and there is one more thing. I've heard reports from Caer Dineval, a group of cultists casting a seance. Does that sound familiar to you?
A seance?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it happens to be chaperoned by a particular halfling I believe you are all familiar
You
with.
wait. He's an actual cultist?
Well, it would
Wait,
seem
is that
so.
what you are? Is that what you are? So he's okay. Yeah, we'll hunt him down gladly and steal our gold back.
Of course,
Was there-
but
Gonna cut it.
if we must go to Brinchander in the morning, I understand.
Aye, we can take a small break for this since it's such a special
The Sheriff
circumstance.
Southwell knows that it might take us some time to convince you, so you know.
Will be greatly tortured.
I thought as much. I will arrange the wagon for you in the morning, and I will stay here in the city. Upon your return, I will gladly accompany you back to Brinchander.
Thank you, my lady.
Thank you. After all,
You know,
it's
I bend down and kiss her hand.
oh, very unnecessary, but I appreciate the gesture. As you guys inevitably make your way into Alistair's room, the lady looks up at you. And remember, don't keep me waiting too long.
No, you know we wouldn't.
Yes, ma'am.
You guys are all now alone in Alistair's very cramped but hospitable enough room.
Okay, so what happened with the cauldron? Do we still have it?
You do indeed. It is currently in the possession
Okay.
of one
And
Alistair
and
Davis.
Rez would have known that. That's what I wanted to know going into this conversation.
Yes.
So I look at Alistair and I start to look around at everyone else. What are we going to do with that cauldron? It can make infinite food, correct?
Aye, about 3 meals a day.
And how many people can it feed?
Oh, I think we'd be able to feed all of us.
Should
But
we
it-
give-
The
should we-
meat in the pot happens to be
No, don't. Larry, don't remind me.
a
We dumped it all out. It's just the cauldron. So it can make 3 meals a day and it can feed all of us.
Aye, it can feed all of us plenty.
But isn't this what
some.
the speaker wants? Isn't
It's
this used to
probably
feed the whole town that the Fighters Guild was killed for? Shouldn't we give this back to them? An
Would
entire
it
town food
stop all
supply.
of the killing?
I think we ought to take what we can. We didn't come here to be saviors. We came here on a mission.
No, I know, Alistair, but this is an entire town we are talking about. This is their food. This is how they eat. People died for this. And we're just gonna take it? Of course, they're gonna ask questions. They knew where it was. They're going to
Is
come to us
shiny?
say, hey, where's the cauldron? And we can't just say, oh, no, we didn't see it. Oh.
I must know if the cauldron is shiny so that I know if Larry wants to keep it or not.
It's
Or is it like-
relatively shiny. It does definitely have its own gleam. But what you really notice, Larry, is the etching on the side. There's like a bandwidth of etching around the cauldron, which pictures different satyrs, which are basically like fey people of the forest, dancing to and fro and playing various magical instruments.
It's mildly shiny. I want it. I think we should keep it.
Alon, what do you think?
It's I don't think we should keep it, but I don't know what to do with it.
I
The
think we should
people
give it-
live.
It's a draw so far.
Yes, but Garrett, could I just roll a general insight check? Fuck, I gotta get my roll 20 back up. But could I just roll a general insight check for like the time we've been in the city and perceived people? Do people seem hungry? Like,
You know,
as we go about the town?
I will say people do seem generally well fed, but also keep in mind the Fighters Guild was only destroyed but 2 days ago.
Is probably still on the reserve food, and we can't take
So-
this from them.
The whole town is on a lock. They can't go fishing.
I don't know. There's magic everywhere, man. The lake could be cursed. I don't know. Maybe there's no fish in this lake. Have you ever been to this lake?
I think we kind of solved their problem with the whole white lady thing.
If you really think this is a good idea, then
Hey,
I'm
how
on
about
board with
this? In the morning, before we leave, let's ask around, see what the food situation is in town, see if anyone is really going to starve from us taking a pot of soup.
Yes, let's look at what would actually happen if we took an infinite supply of soup from a community of starving people.
I really hope that you clean that out and it's not the same soup.
Yes, you better.
Still good.
If we're keeping this thing, you are cleaning it. I'm not eating out of that thing until it's been thoroughly cleaned.
With the
I'll
mention
make
of
fresh
the,
soup.
with the mention of the previous contents, you guys all see Glenn clutch his stomach.
Yeah,
I
Rez
think
is-
I'll
Rez
excuse
is-
myself from the conversation, please. And he opens the door and leaves.
Rez is also, like, incredibly pale at bringing up what was in the cauldron.
As you guys sit there for a while talking
You
amongst
know-
yourselves, it is now 10 p.m.
Sometime into the conversation, after we've discussed a bit of the cauldron and we've moved on a bit, you know, it's funny. When I ate that stew, the first thing that came to my mind was it tasted just like what my mother would make.
It made me
Hey,
think
your
of my
mother's
mother.
a cannibal.
She didn't cook often. She would only, you know, we had servants for that. We had cooks. But on our birthdays, my brothers and my sisters, she would cook. It was amazing. And now that memory has been permanently tainted.
Wait, I'm sorry, Rez, but your mom cooked your brothers and sisters.
No. She, for our birthdays, she would cook for us. So that
Aye,
was-
that's why you're traveling, huh? Your ma's a serial killer. Makes a
No,
lot of sense.
I would
Explains why you came
appreciate-
out a bit funny.
I would appreciate it if you would not insult the memory of my mother.
Hoped my mom was in that soup.
You're the one spouting off about her cooking your siblings.
Here I am trying to open up, and you guys just think I'm talking about my mother being a cannibal, and that's not what I'm saying at all.
I'm
saying
listening.
she made good soup, and this hag, repulsive as it may have been, it was good soup.
Very good soup.
And it reminded me of home.
I'm sorry,
Now,
that's just
now that memory is permanently tainted by what I've eaten.
well,
I know
yeah,
by knowing what was in that cauldron.
yeah. I
Piece of my
didn't
life
I-
that I'll never get back.
Yeah, I just didn't really know. Like, do you know if your mom, like, what your mom puts in that stew, or like?
It's the same as pork, so we'll say that it was some kind of pork.
I do believe it was pork. I know we had pork chops with dinner,
Aye, long pork.
but I don't want to know. Anyways, it's just kind of sad to know, you know? Like already that I had that one memory of home that already I could never return to. Now I can't even think about it.
You're gonna make
Oh.
me miss my mommy. Hey!
And
Well, that's
really-
the good thing about. That's the good thing about growing up in the woods. No home to go home to.
No, that's the
free.
good thing about growing. Yes, but you know, this is always a home to go home to. The forest is the forest. It'll always
The
be there.
world is his mommy.
I don't.
Mother Nature! I get it now!
Yeah, I don't really like my mother very much. Yeah, no. I only have one memory of her, and it's not too fond.
Who is
So
your
to be honest-
mother? Says Aurelas.
Uh, you know, it's complicated. He asked, who is she?
That is correct.
Uh,
was she also
her
a
name.
cannibal?
Her name is
Please stop using that word.
Was she pretty like my mommy?
My mother was very beautiful, but the last thing she did was throw me overboard into the ocean as a toddler, and so I'm not too fond of her.
Oh, that is not good.
You
You
are
lucky
serious?
bastard.
Erland, are you
Yes.
serious about this?
I don't remember much, but it was something to do. I'm sorry. It takes a lot for me to open up about it. It's
You're a river basket baby?
some sort of a sacrifice. I just don't. I'm not sure.
Oh my goodness, there's a river basket baby in our presence. We must hug him.
No, Larry. Yes, hug him, but don't call him a river
Just like
basket
hug his
baby.
calf because it's
Larry.
like, believe me,
Have you ever thought that calling him a river basket baby might
river
be?
basket baby.
Stop calling
Oh
him that.
no, I'm not a river basket baby. I'm more like a drowning ocean baby.
Oh, hold on. I'm terribly sorry that your mother just abandoned you like that. There must have been some reason. Some reason she didn't just give you to someone else.
I think the same thing because, you know, I can breathe underwater.
How old were you?
Uh,
A baby.
I don't know. I don't really know age specific. It was just as memories were forming as a baby. It's one of the first things I can remember.
Have you ever thought that maybe she was trying to save your life?
Uh,
If she knew you could
Hmm.
breathe underwater, if you were, was she a sea elf as yourself?
River basket baby redemption.
I actually don't know that.
She was.
If she was.
Yes.
Uh,
So she probably knew that you could, hold your breath pretty well. And threw you overboard to prevent you from being captured or killed or maimed in some other sort of way. Because no mother would ever just throw their child into the ocean.
Some mommies would. Some
It's,
cold-blooded.
it's a complicated thing because I agree with you what you're saying, Rez, but a baby can't survive in a freezing ocean, no matter if he can breathe under the water or not.
I know, but
But
maybe
you did.
she thought if he stays on this boat, he's going to die certainly. If I throw him in
Ah.
there, maybe someone will find him and maybe he won't die. There's a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because I
I have,
personally hate the thought of someone throwing little baby Erlon off the side of a boat. Just how far can he go? You know?
I have a suspicion that it was not out of love. And I actually know it was not out of love.
And you've been letting me go on about this whole time.
Well, you talk a lot.
Yes, and you're supposed to stop me. I'm drinking a lot, can't you tell?
Well, I do know quite a bit about the situation. I looked into it a lot growing up, but it's neither rather here nor there.
Okay.
Gonna wipe my snoot on Erlon, give him a hug, and then let go. Well, how do you hug someone you're already hugging? An extra hug, and then.
As you give him the extra hug, you squeeze part of his backpack and you hear as another group of hands joins the hugs. It's the hand of Tiger as he kind of wraps his hands around your shoulder.
No.
Rez jumps in on this hug and gives Erlon a nice.
As soon as
How big is Tiger?
Rez joins the hug, Tiger recoils back into the bag.
Here, it's not for you.
Alistair's keeping his distance and just drinking.
Rez steps back from the hug, takes a seat.
And you know, hang on. You know, Erlos was in on that hug too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hug.
Oh yeah. Erlas joins the hug, and as he recoils, he says, well, I am kind of in love with the girl too. It's like the whole reason I even came here.
Oh, I think we've been figuring that out.
Yes,
At least
but
I have.
that is a story for another time, maybe.
I do agree. Sometime when you seem a little distant right now, sometime when you're a little more present, you should tell us.
It was the hug fight that took all the expression out of my face.
But Rez sits down next to Alistair and takes the bottle and just tops off his glass as well as his own.
There you go. With that nightcap, you guys are now very drunken in your cups. Erlon, you still have that 1 point of exhaustion from the fight, or from the chest rather, and the rest of you are exhausted and worn out from the fight.
So Erlon, after a night of reminiscing, is going to go to his room, meditate for the allotted time, and then once he wakes up, right now it's like what, 10:30?
Yeah.
It's probably 11 by the time we stop talking.
Most likely.
Okay. So, let's say it is 3 a.m. when Erlon wakes up. So from that point on, he's gonna go down to the dock. The furthest dock before you're out of the city limits. I'm gonna go. Let me look at the map real fast. Let's see. Oh my gosh. No, I'm dying. I'm gonna go to the one that's right next to us. Make it easy.
Okay. As you go to that dock, you see a blonde, flaxen-haired young boy with straight-cut bangs. He speaks to a much larger, portly sailor with green robes and what appears to be a hobgoblin fellow with a tricorn hat and a crude nose. Well, thank you so much for this, Bob Dazan. I don't know when I'll ever be back to the Caer, but if I do, I'll make sure to alert you to its presence. As you hear this, Erland, would you like to continue?
So at this point, am I like in this area?
Yeah. You were
There he
just now
is.
getting to the docks like you want to be.
Okay.
And the rest of you have also slept. However, since your meditation is going to take you a little bit longer, you'll wake up in 3 hours.
When
So-
Erlund is done with his thing, there is something I wanted to do before we go to bed too.
Okay. Just so we're in time, Erland, what would you like to do at the docks?
I will hurry. So, Erlon, the ocean right here, is that iced over?
It is just around the vicinity of the dock. However, you could walk out a ways in the frozen water and get to a point where you can access open water.
Okay, so Erlon is going to kind of slow down as he's passing that dock, and then try and eavesdrop as he's walking by, but he may not catch everything, and that's okay, because he's going to end up walking out, like, on the ice out here, and get to an open spot for fishing, and just begin fishing, giving a couple of his catches, if he gets catches, a couple of his catches to Tiger, and pretty much anything else until the party wakes up. He's just going to end up leaving kind of in the first bit of forest area over in this area.
So unfortunately, you do not have. Oh wait, you have the fishing supplies that were in the cold snap bag. I remember now. That was given to you by the man Joel when you saved his daughter. So go ahead and give me a nature check plus proficiency since you have the tools. Oralas,
So, +2.
Oralas, as you go to sleep in the White Lady Inn or meditating, you'd wake up at around this time. What do you want to be doing?
I get just a hint of a recap to
of
and
course.
I'm sorry, by the way.
No, you're totally
Yeah,
cool.
we actually just had a really, really deep conversation about everyone's past.
You would have loved to be part of that.
You would
Yeah,
have loved,
that
that
you
would have probably
literally-
been your favorite thing.
Yeah, that you literally just missed.
You're 10 minutes late.
Yeah, that's right. Erland
Like,
was
We
busy.
stopped talking about it like 2 minutes before you got in here.
He'll see in the video, but Erland
Yeah,
disclosed that he was thrown into the water as a young boy by his mother, who is also a sea elf. That's the gist. And on the way back to town, Oralas, you guys uncovered a hidden treasure beneath the lock that was revealed to you by the ghost, the White Lady herself.
I'm so happy
Also,
we're
let's
recording.
talk about some stuff.
Rez revealed that his mother was a cannibal and
No,
cooked
he
his
didn't.
siblings.
No, he
It
didn't.
is. You did it. It's fake news.
He was opening
Okay.
up, which led to Erlond opening up
If you want to know the
Okay.
truth,
about his home.
Rez said that the smell from the cauldron reminded him of his mother's cooking.
That's lovely.
And then they joked about how, oh, your mom was a cannibal too.
I'm pretty sure those two moms must have hang out together. I'm seeing patterns here.
Do not
Okay.
talk about my mom like that.
I will I
Rez
will
will
wake
knock
up.
your lights out.
I will wake up for the nap I needed because I didn't feel well that day, and I will head towards where the party is, I guess.
As
My
you
best
head
ability.
as you head outside, the rest of the party members are asleep because you got a little early set to the day with your elvish meditation. However, you can see way out with your dark vision, and in the center of the loch, you see a very familiar sea elf as he battles a trout. As he finally gets it out of the water, the trout wills up and smacks Erlon in the face with its tail. That gives Erlon a brief pause and stuns him for but a brief moment. In that nick of time, the trout swims back under the fishing hole and out of Erlon's grasp.
This is some serious business, and I'll start heading there as power walking. Yeah.
Erlon, as that occurs, do you want to try again?
Yeah, another nature check.
Yeah, it takes about 10 minutes, and in that time, Erlon gets right up next to you, and as he does, you feel your line go taut again.
Oh my god.
This time, you get it above the ice, and it breaks free from the hook and begins flopping all over the ground.
Does Tiger grab it?
I'm gonna,
Does Tiger
yeah,
just...
I'm gonna let Tiger go after it. That's exactly what I was gonna do.
With that, Tiger is going to leer out, and with his Yeti-like ability, he's going to make me a sleight of hand check. As Tiger leers forward, hands and teeth and claws, the snake curls out from his hands and splashes in the cold water as he falls right onto his face.
Oh no.
Nah, come here, buddy. It's okay. And
Or else.
this time is, yeah.
Or else you finally get to them witnessing all of this take place.
Coddling his toddler.
Well, I see I'm missing all the fun today. I'm sorry. I'm feeling way better now. Where are we heading after this fishing contest?
I'm kind of just, soaking in the ocean and waiting for everybody else to see where today leads.
I'm happy I didn't miss too much then. No dragons, no witches, no trolls.
No, we're supposed to meet, maybe the speaker? I don't know. I let all the business guys do the talking.
I'm
Is
just
everybody
here.
bunched up? Is the whole
No.
gang together?
You all have to
No.
understand, Erlon has a -2 charisma.
The whole gang is gonna wake up as soon as you guys get back. With your elvish meditation, you got like a little early start in your morning.
Gotcha, it's morning. Okay.
Erlon, that was heavy.
It's
I don't
3
know,
a.m. Yeah, sorry.
That was heavy. I don't know. I just work here vibes.
yeah, literally.
As you guys clear up on the side now, you see a bunch of other sailors walking out to the middle of the ice. They actually have screws which they intend to plant into the solid ice and make holes themselves. They kind of look at you guys with a strange eye as you guys are really far out on the edge of the open water.
I'm gonna. Okay, this is probably gonna need a check, but and I'm sorry, Erlos, I got you though. I'm gonna make one of those like, what are you looking at, punk moves, and kind of stomp the ice.
Okay, go ahead and make me an intimidation check.
That
Fucking breaks the ice up
terrible.
weird.
Alright, with that you and the ice cracks in spiderweb-like splinters, but you do not capsize the ice. They kind of look at each other, and then just walk the opposite direction very slowly and carefully.
And then,
Very menacing.
what was that?
That was very menacing. Good job.
Ah. It's
I see that
It's my-
you're developing your skills to the best of your abilities, eh?
something like that. And with that, Erlon is gonna kind of pick up his fishing gear and put it all back in the cold snap bag, and then, well, I'm getting kind of hungry. What about you?
I am as well.
Those
That's
damn
good.
fish weren't biting today. Maybe
It's good,
tomorrow.
yeah. Yeah, it's good that you trained that Yeti, though. He could be useful one day. Or he could get us killed. I'm still unsure myself. But let's get the breakfast ready and let's get the crew going.
And just to be clear, from here on out, I would like Tiger to be roped to my side since he's getting to be about 2.5, 3 feet tall now. He's
I-
coming up on my height.
Yeah, he's
I
pretty
bet
big.
that I bet the bottom of that backpack is just matted shit. Like it's just a layer of just compact.
Like
Crap.
grass and bugs and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, we
grass,
go out all
bugs,
the
down in
time.
here.
What are you
And it's just
talking
like
about?
like your bag is stiff from all the Yeti grease and everything in it.
See, but here's the thing. At what point did he get out of the bag? Because, I mean, when he hit 1.5, 2 feet, that's a big motherfucker in my backpack.
Yeah,
and,
he's
and,
just
you know,
fat.
he's intelligent enough. You know, his biological mother, taught him not to defecate in the cave.
A big baby in a papoose,
There you go.
like a real big baby.
Yeah, some of it's matted to his fur in weird places, but he can't help that. You know.
Dingleberries. Even the smallest dingleberries have the strength to hold on.
As you guys
It
head
builds character.
back to the city, high up on a hill where the Finders Guild once stood to the western side, Oralas, you spot the pyre, which is now without a flame. Strapped to the top of the wide logs which cross at a vertices near the top, you see the withered black skeleton of your former mentor, Dazan.
Is there any way I could try a quick inspection and if I have any feeling that it was truly him,
Sure.
you know?
Even at these late hours, the scaffolding and all apparatuses of spectatorial event have been ripped apart. There's no longer anyone up there, but there is one guard who stands stalwart near the smoldering pyre.
Hey, my friend, would you be so kind as to inform me? I was not here last night, and I think I may have known this person. Could you tell me more about the whole event?
Oh yeah, this sorry son of a bitch killed every member of the Fighters Guild. And what's worse, he stole our cauldron too. Whole town's gonna go hungry in a few days without that thing.
I see, and did he say anything as that thing happened?
That's just the thing.
You're not
He let us-
you're not with him, but I
I know,
am,
but
and
Aralis-
I am
Aralis-
noting this.
I know, but Aralis was present during the conversation about whether we should keep or return.
That
the
is
cauldron.
true.
Just wanted to make that clear. You
True.
were here for that.
We
And
Larry says keep because it's shiny.
Rez says
Alistair
definitely
says
not.
keep. Rez says definitely not keep, and then Erlon said he doesn't know exactly how to feel about it. He doesn't think we should keep it, but he doesn't know like if this is the right town for it, kind of vibe.
Right. This is just the thing. When we took him in, it was like he didn't even care. We told him he was sure to be executed, but he came right in. He even confessed to the crime.
And did he seem to suffer as everything happened?
Well, as much as you'd expect from a fellow, you know the smoke's what gets him first.
Okay, I see. So no
That
screaming.
wasn't very
no,
promising.
Oh no, but if you ask me, this whole thing's kind of barbaric.
You mean burning people on a stake, or
All of it. Why can't man just live in peace with one another?
See, I think just like you.
Can I roll a perception check on his like the smoke normally gets him first?
Yeah. Roll an intelligence check. That's
Oh,
good
my
enough. Yeah. So you rolled a 4. You don't know.
Oh wow, okay.
Okay, well, thank you, my friend. I'm gonna toss him. I don't even know if I have anything on me. I'll toss him. I think I have a couple. No, I don't have any coins left to spare. So I wish you a great day. Thank you so much.
You as well, both of yous. You guys, as you guys,
Ugh.
as you guys march off, it is a very short walk to the White Lady Inn. Right now, it's about 5 a.m., 5:30 even. As the rest of the party, you guys begin to wake up in your various rooms.
Just a note about Rez going to bed last night. You guys heard the song in a different kind of way. It was a lot more mournful. Like it was a really sad one.
Cause this is his
Hmm.
mommy.
Aw.
Well, meat boy.
As you guys wake up from your deep slumber, aided brilliantly by the masterwork of Rez's playing, I need Alistair to go ahead and roll me a d4.
D4.
Just to clarify, that was last night before we went to bed.
Right.
I love the fact that Alistair, or not Alistair, Arliss was running low on coin and we all just looked at each other.
I don't know what you're talking. He's gonna watch the episode. He's gonna find out.
No, but let him find out.
Yeah, we'll let you find out.
For not being here.
That's so
That's
fucked.
punishment for being like an hour and 15 minutes late.
To the guy who's never
The
late.
excuse. What is
Right?
the excuse?
Yeah,
The guy who's never late, we punish the harshest. Like, hey
Exactly.
man, you don't show up?
With that, Alistair, you did not roll a 1, so your paranoia did not reach you as you do still receive the benefits of a long rest. You are all now at full HP and without exhaustion.
Dang. Wait,
in the
Alistair
final-
has to roll for, like, if he gets good sleep or not?
Alistair chose to start the game with an insanity and negate the insanity system, where the rest of you guys are very sane, but you still have insanity points to lose.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, I'm very sane right now.
Yeah, so far.
As we come downstairs and see Oralis and Erland, because they said they were like getting breakfast together, right?
Yes.
So as we come down and see them, Rez immediately says, "Oh, Oralis, you look a lot more present."
Yes, thank you. I was not feeling so well as the last events happened. That's why I retreated a bit to get better. I'm fine. This is gonna be a good day.
So
think-
how did you spend your morning?
We went. Erland did some fishing. I think he was ahead of me. He meditated like a king. It seems.
Oh, is that like a competition between full elves?
No, I do not really care. But the Truthsbane is something I have yet to try, though. Seems to be very good on truths. So,
Last night, did you smack some fish?
no, that
Seems like
I,
it's a perfect opportunity for that sword was its fun enchantment.
are you making fun like a masturbation joke? Is that what
Oh
it is?
no, not at all. I'm just saying, this would have been the perfect opportunity to use, the sword called Troutsbane against a trout.
Yes, yeah, he was too far and he didn't take it.
If
He
only
didn't
you
get
guys, if only you guys caught
No.
one.
Only for your jokes, Rez. Oh my god.
It's never too early.
If
for
only
my-
you guys caught one. Erland's gonna mock him.
So you guys seem to be in a very good mood. Let's get some breakfast going. And by the way, my friend I think is burned, but I don't feel like he's completely gone. So it's mysterious.
Oh, you don't trust
Is
that?
what?
You don't trust that he would die in that? Maybe
Well,
he would die.
You know, in the prison, he did mention a couple weird things about that he would be back. He has ways not to die.
Oh yes, I remember what you were saying. I thought he said that his friends, and that the way of him not dying was means of his hat. By the way, we got the hat.
Yeah,
The hat? That's the hat?
well, I think the hat is the one that the lady commander has right now.
Yeah, she.
Oh.
Oralis,
Give Alistair
you remember last night through your hazy after-fight fog of a memory that Alistair was given the hat, and
Oh, really?
Larry got a golden ring of spell storage.
Ooh.
This is great. This is very great. Great. Maybe you should be careful for the hat if you see that wizard.
You know,
Yeah.
Aurelis, we did talk last night about, and I get really close in, and I say, we talked about the cauldron. And you said you wanted to talk to people. Did you happen to do that did you see anyone today? Did you talk to anyone about that?
Well, they said that the food of the whole town is related to that cauldron. So if we don't give it back, people will suffer.
Exactly as I expected. Okay, yes.
I think we should leave a good a good impression and also a good print of our passage in these lands, if we
I
mean
do
to do
agree.
anything.
Being as how the city guard that we have just convinced to come with us to Brynshanda has just agreed to come with us to Brynshanda, let's maybe not steal her entire town's food supply, huh?
Should we make sure that
Giving
it doesn't
Alistair a
always
dirty-
provide human soup?
Larry, I'm pretty sure this town is not. And I look around at everyone, and I look at the sausage on our plate. Is this town a town of cannibals?
I don't think they specified that really, so it must
don't
be
know.
just
Is
the
your
food.
mother from here?
You
My
kill people on a basis. They literally planned.
My mother was not a cannibal, Alistair. If you say that one more time, I will slap you.
Your mommy was a cannibal, and then I run away.
Immediately just.
All right, Larry, go ahead and
Exactly.
roll me a dexterity check, and Rez, you're gonna set the DC with your attack D20 plus your strength modifier.
Ooh. Let's hope I get a good roll.
Oh man.
No! What?
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 Larry, roll
That was a good
your dex,
roll.
Larry. Okay, Larry is extremely slow, but it takes Rez a million miles as he telegraphs his smack and misses completely.
You better stretch out this morning, Rez. You're a little behind.
No, there will be no slapping in here.
I understand, Artemis. I understand.
Yes. Now then, your breakfast will be complimentary from the captain's pocket. However, if you'd like to stay another night, it will cost you 2 more silver pieces.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. And I look at Alistair and I said, okay, have you changed your mind about what we're going to do with what's in that bag?
You know, Rez, bit of advice. You don't push a ship, you let it catch the wind on its own.
And what does that... Sorry, I'm not a sailor. What does that
So
mean in
the wind is gonna carry the cauldron away.
Is it very light?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It means,
To
it
sail
means
on...
leave me alone about it.
What cauldron are you speaking
Oh,
of?
no, Artemis, we are speaking of the cauldrons that we recovered from the cave that, feed the entire town. That is the cauldrons that we are talking about.
With that, you guys see Artemis's brow furrow extremely. And who have you told about this cauldron that you acquired?
You.
Oh, splendid. I would like to arrange a mutually beneficial deal. If you'll entertain
It is going... I'm sorry, respectfully, we have to decline. It's not going to you. It's going...
Oi, Rez, shut your fucking
Money?
mouth. You're not the one with the cauldron.
Money?
Alright, you're not speaking for all of us here. Learn your place.
It needs to go to the town. We need to give it back to India.
Does it need to go to this guy?
It will.
It's our shine.
It will absolutely go to the benefit of the townspeople. However,
You're
maybe
going to
with...
charge for it.
Yes.
How much are you going... Let's cut to the chase. How much? How much are you going to...
Wait,
Just
Rez,
2
back
copper a
off.
plate. 2 copper a plate. For the whole town won't be a problem.
No, I mean,
That's a pretty good point.
like, how much gold are you willing to give us for this cauldron?
200 gold pieces.
Oi, as the one here with the cauldron, I feel like this is my deal to discuss.
Well,
We're
we
helping.
kinda retrieved it together, you know. We let you pick up stuff. It's not your turn
No, I
to keep
got-
it all to
I-
yourself.
I am so
Fixing food.
traumatized. Last night, I ate people out of that thing made by a hag.
I will say,
We should get
Alistair.
infinite
you
money.
whenever we say that one of us can carry it, you always do speak up and say that you can carry stuff for the group.
Aye, but
So,
I wasn't putting this for the group.
No
I
eyes.
picked it up myself.
No eyes in here, buddy. You
We
said
helped you
it.
tip it over. We helped you tip
That's
it over.
our
We-
cauldron.
If all of you would just be patient for one moment,
Okay, well, let Alistair do his thing. Give him some space, Erlan.
I'm looking at you, Rez.
I literally just said I'm giving you space. I literally just said I'm giving you space.
When then,
going-
why are you walking forward, as you say?
I'm sitting down, stuffing my face with sausages, trying to butt out of the conversation.
My
Hey,
offer
Benjamin.
still stands.
Alright. Talk business.
Right.
I want 30 gold for each of my companions, except for Rez. And
Well-
then
That can be arranged.
I want 100 gold for myself.
And you're going to throw in 30 for me.
And
I'm
here's
s-
the final deal. You sell bowl of soup, 3 copper pieces. You
Oh.
keep one of those copper pieces per sale for me. You do what you like with the other 2.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Holy shit, Alistair the investor. Oh my god. I am
Infinite soup.
loving
That's
that
what I was
man.
going to suggest. You should get to make infinite money off this.
He's the soup baron! Oh no.
I'll tell
Oh,
you
no.
this. I'll accept
just-
your charge if I give 30 gold to everyone and only give you an additional 50. So, in total, that'll be 230 gold pieces instead of your 280 suggested price. And you will still get your royalties.
I look at Alistair thinking that's a good deal, and I say, you know, you can have my cut if I can have a cut of, like, a small cut of what you make.
Aye. Hand me all the gold, and you've got a deal.
He gives you 250 gold pieces in a leather bag. Very hefty, it weighs about 10 pounds, and as he slides it to you, now then, where is my gold?
May I just ask something? Did the city or the lady with the hat offer anything for the cauldron? Maybe she would have paid a lot more.
Did she ask about it?
She didn't say anything, I don't think.
I wasn't there for that.
After we've seen all of our options and our selling options for this cauldron,
Rez feels shady about this, but as a player, I love this.
If I might interject, did she ever mention the cauldron to you even before you stepped through the hag's premises?
No.
Then it is likely that she would retrieve it after you're leaving. This just works everything out. The people get the food, and the Dragonborn gets his propriety. Now then,
Aye, everyone
I've-
wins in this.
Absolutely. I've given you your gold, and now?
I'm going to give him the bag of holding that contains the cauldron. And I'll take the coin purse, and so you said there was 250 gold,
Yes.
and
Rez,
6 of us.
I don't know if
6 of you
He
means
agreed.
30 to each, plus your additional 80 was reduced to 50.
My
But-
greedy
but-
hands.
But Rez, I don't know if Alistair is agreeing to this, but Rez forewent his share of it so that he
Rez
could get
wasn't
tra-
getting any.
Well, no, that was his part of the deal. His
It's
part of the
your-
deal
Oh.
was everyone gets.
Oh, okay, in that case, there's 230 gold pieces.
Yeah, so it's a little under the table between me and Alistair once we get all of our gold.
Yes,
Rez wanted
yes.
to
Yes, yes.
Rez
You-
wanted to give him his share so that he could maybe get a cut.
Right.
of-
Here's the final ruling. 30 for each is 180 plus an additional 50. That is 230 gold pieces to you, Alistair. And as he opens the bag, thank you very much for doing business, Mr. Davies. Oh, gold! By the 9
Oh.
hells, what have you been keeping in this thing?
I'm
No.
going to cast Prestidigitation real quick. She was a hag. You might want to wash it out real quick.
Oh, yes, that's much nicer. As he takes it
You
out.
remember?
I'd give it a thorough scrub.
Yes, you might remember when I said I ate people out of that sing without knowing. You might remember that part of the conversation I had. where-
Don't mind Rez. He's a cannibal. He gets it from his mother. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
It's
He ate
terrible.
his siblings.
I always
I'm
wondered why he
sorry.
had that peculiar accent.
I'm giving Alistair the dirtiest look. But
Alright,
I'm
I'm
not saying
gonna.
I'm not doing anything because Rez wants to see if he can get a piece of the pie, as they say.
I'm gonna give everyone 30 gold,
Ay.
keeping 50 for myself. And then, seeing Rez is starting to learn a lesson, I'll give him 5 gold.
So, you know, wait, so it was 50 gold for you and then 30 for everyone else, right?
Yeah, everyone else got 30.
So you should have 80 because I'm giving you my 30.
Yeah,
I mean-
and he didn't
Yeah.
want to give you anything. So
I know Alistair didn't want to give me anything out of that, but Artemis's conditions were that everyone gets 30 gold for it.
But that wasn't a part of Artemis's
Okay, guys,
condition.
guys.
Artemis just
Yeah,
stated that
I told him not to pay you.
I know, but then
and-
part of his condition was to pay
Okay,
everyone.
guys, to
No.
clarify, here's what happened. Everyone got 30 gold, including Alistair, plus an additional 50 to Alistair. So Alistair now has 80. So if you want to give him your 30, Rez, he now has 110 just to himself.
But
Yeah,
Garrett,
so-
you did say that he gave all of the gold in one bag
To Alistair, that is true.
So Alistair does
Mhm.
not have he doesn't have to give Rez his 30.
That's correct.
Exactly. And so I'm trying to skip this step. So I'm trying to talk to Alistair and say, you know, I want you to keep the 30 gold that he was giving, that Artemis meant for me. So I might be able to. Can I roll a persuasion check or something for that?
No,
Right.
all the gold was given to Alistair, 230 gold pieces.
Well, I know, and I'm not trying to take any of it. I'm just saying, like, his deal was to get for Artemis to sell the bowls of soup for 3 copper apiece, and then keep
Correct.
1 copper for Alistair for
Correct.
everyone.
And you're trying to get in on that, but who
Yeah, and
is
that's
he
what,
gonna do it?
Well, you told,
yeah, that's what I'm.
you told
I'm trying-
Alistair, you asked Alistair to cut you in on the deal, and Alistair approved. So that's between you and Alistair.
Alistair's giving Rez 5 gold, and that's what he's getting out of this deal.
Okay, terrific. With that, you guys inevitably sit there a while, enjoying your breakfast of 1 sausage link and a very small fish fillet for Mr. Glenn, when inevitably a wagon pulls up outside. Huge sleds protruding from underneath wheels that turn in motion. A guard hops off and opens the door. All right. Are you lot the ones that the captain's been working with?
Did he hop
must
at
be
your
alright.
service?
That would be us.
Well, she's tied up in deliberations with the speaker at the moment. However, he spits a big loogie of brown, matted pipeweed into the ground. This carriage has been paid for. The rider will take you to Caer Dineval and back the next night.
Sounds good to us.
Right. Something about fugitive you guys are catching. A halfling by the name of Rinaldo.
Ah, you slimy bastard.
That's right. If you can catch him, you'll not only be doing us a justice, but you'll be saving the whole town from his thieving mitts.
I hope he still has my coin.
Oh, that he will. And he's bound to have even more that he's stolen off for the townsfolk.
Later hears laid claim to his hands. I claim his head.
Right. Well, you've been bringing in a few aids, haven't you, Mr. Davies?
Aye, everyone needs a hobby.
So they do.
Not all of them quite as smelly as his.
The rider's a strange fellow, but pay him no mind. I'll be riding shotgun. My name is Lieutenant Curtis. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, Lieutenant Curtis.
I'll shake his hand.
Pleasure, my lady.
Oh, hey, Lieutenant.
Alright. So he gets back up in the carriage, he stops for a moment. Whenever you're ready, no rush.
Rez is like the first one to get on, and he sits down and immediately opens his his dulcimer, and the entire ride is just ding 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 as he tunes his dulcimer.
As you see that, you guys then see the rider, the person holding the stirrups on this wagon, turns around. Muscle-bound human with long, flowing black hair, unmistakable visage. You recognize him from just a few days ago when you arrived in the East Way. Oh, you guys are good? How's it going? It's Rayloff.
Aye, old friend. We've been a bit busy, killing hags and whatnot.
I didn't really want to get sucked into this. Caer Dineval's kind of a shithole.
Oh yes, we're going after cultists. Ding 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 ding.
Oh, really? Well, it's a good thing I got paid in advance.
If you can spend it.
You should ask for a raise when you get back. I'll put in a
Should
good word for you.
You should ask for a bonus.
I'm kind of between jobs right now. I didn't really have much of a choice.
Oh, you know what? And I hand him the 5 gold that Alistair gave me.
Oh, thank you. This is going to get me through the week. He puts it in a
Waste of
small
5
pouch.
gold.
I'll hand him a bottle of mead.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh, thanks. I haven't had one of these since I worked with Honeydew Meadery.
Aye, you earn it.
Oh wait, you worked at Honeydew Meadery.
That's right. When you guys found me, I was actually carrying a few barrels back. Whenever I lost my supply,
Yes.
they
Oh,
fired me.
yeah. I know
This
you.
is the guy we got the ribbon from, right?
No, you guys got the ribbon actually from Targos. Whenever you drank a bottle, it was just on a random bottle. This guy, you ran into him on the way to East Haven.
So I need a little bit of clarification. The Honeymead Meadery or whatever, they shut down because of us, right?
No, not exactly. They shut down for reasons that are mysterious. However, you did get a gold ribbon from a bottle of honeydew that you guys just happened to buy at Targos. Just
So
like,
I'm just making things up in my head. So we didn't destroy the.
No, it was already like broken down. I think whenever we found them.
Like it was already rare at the beginning of the campaign.
well, they were.
We never went to them. We've never been there.
That's
I
right.
know,
They've
I was
just
wondering-
mysteriously started drying up. No, we've
I was
never
just-
been there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
used
knew
to be.
I knew we had never been there. I just was wondering if there was something we had done
Oh no.
No.
that like chain reaction. Okay, that was just one clarification.
You
woke
guys
up,
still keeping on that golden ribbon?
Oh yes, and Rez pulled it out.
What?
Yeah.
I
Oh, Rez-
have it.
Rez took it off of Ariel like 3 sessions ago.
You know that's gonna pay off one of these days. They're getting more and more rare all the time.
Oh, I do agree. At some point we plan to go.
When did you take my ribbon?
Larry, I took it in front of you. We had this conversation like 3
I'm
times.
so mad about it.
Oh yeah, you've really got to look out for those ribbons. People kill each other if they know they've got one.
Oh,
Oh, then exactly why I took it off of Ariel's neck.
blah blah blah.
It's a good idea. You guys all ready to go?
Yeah.
I do believe so. Ding 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 ding.
All right.
Me.
Oh, Larry, I can't hear when you do that.
As he cracks the stirrups, you guys see his massive warhorse. As it then takes off, stamping huge hoof prints into the snow. As you guys gather out, you go up the small slanted hill and make your way by the smoldering pyre. Strapped to it, you can now all see the black skeleton of Dazan. Resigned to his fate, you pass him and break through. Still, the darkness of night has usurped the bright morning due to the aurora. However, as you guys...
My friends, seeing this pike, I'm thinking, did the lady with the hat give you money for the prisoner we freed? Was that some? I think she did say that. Do you remember?
What?
She gave us gifts.
Yeah, she gave us items.
We got
said-
things.
She talked about payment and she gave us things. So
Well, she did say something about 100 gold for each prisoner, and we did free that
Oh.
motherfucker.
Yeah, but he kind of fucked us and got killed for it, so we didn't find any survivors.
Ah, that is very true. Okay, I'm sorry. I was just thinking back in what happened before.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, we ate the rest of the people who went in there, or at least rest.
Real quick, I think we owe the honeydew meadery shutdown to a little guy named Jafar down south.
That very well could be possible. You just don't know. But with that being said, as you guys
even be alive at this point.
as you guys break
Kinku's only-
as you guys break
Kinku's
through
only-
from East Haven, exiting the main gate, it is still darkness, and that is where we are going to take our bathroom break. 5 minutes.
Awesome.
But with that, everyone's returned. So, as you guys head out in the morning, you make your way up the North Road, heading to Caer Dineval. As you guys leave the East Way, so too do you leave any trace or resemblance of a well-manicured highway. As the wagon arcs over hills and small, dense crags, deep in valleys and areas that are dense with foliage, you inevitably come out of all that rough terrain, and you see before you a very gradually sloping valley of snow. On the end of the valley on the opposite side, you can barely see it as the dim light is increasing. 10 a.m., you guys have finally come to the threshold of Caer Dineval. As you guys look out, it's not a very large or imposing city. It's about twice the size of Bremen, the smallest village you guys have seen. However, on the hill that overlooks the city, you guys see a very imposing castle. Borne out on the hilltop, and as you guys draw closer, now an hour more in your travel, you guys can see as the dim light gradually increases, it's now 11 a.m., the mountain of Kelvin's Cairn in the background. The massive mountain that you were told about by the sailors of Targos. It is a very large sight on the skyline of Caer Dineval. So you guys make your way into the town. You really don't see anybody. That is until you find a lone guard. As he approaches your wagon from the street as you guys draw near. Hey, so, you want in the city, huh?
Preferably.
Right. Well, you might not have known, but everyone who enters the cities these days got to pay an entrance tax.
Insight check.
Sure.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
This is obviously a shakedown res. As a matter of fact, the more and more you look at this guy, this is not a guard as much as it is a lanky man in guard's clothing.
Oh, you know what? And I lean out of the front, like between the lieutenant and Rayloff,
Give him a hideous joke.
and I poke my head out and I just go, "Oh, we really won't be doing that. We're just gonna keep going." And I pat Rayloff on the shoulder and I just say, "Okay, come on, let's go."
You're the boss. As he whips in, you hear the guard. Oh, piss off, dang. As you guys near up into the town, Rayloff turns around. There's a tavern here. It's not too bad. It's called the Uphill Climb. I can take you to it if you guys want to get some liquor in your bellies.
Oh, is this early in the morning? No, I think we need. Actually, let's go. We need to scout around this town. We try and find something.
You said liquor?
Yeah.
I think this is a good place to start.
Yes, let's go to the bar, see who's there, and start asking some questions about any mysterious activity in the area.
Right. As you guys make your way now into the tavern, you can see that the tavern is located on the uphill climb. As you guys walk up, or rather ride up and through the gradually sloping hill, the beautiful peak of Kelvin's Cairn is now devoid of any subterfuge. No buildings block its view. And as you guys lean up, you can see, if you look on the map right here, where the uphill climb is. As you approach, again, you guys don't see anybody. It seems like this town, though sizable enough for a good-sized population, is empty. As the wagon pulls up and you come to a close, you guys get a very good look at what's around you. It's very bright, dim light. and you can see all the city has to offer. Buildings torn asunder. On the southern edge of the Loch Denishire, you guys can see a toppled watchtower that is destroyed. The city has seen better
What
days.
a lovely place this is. I love the decor.
Oh, Larry. Okay.
Hey, it's got a bit of a charm to it.
If you call this charming.
The lack of people.
Something anyone here, so something tells me that the thing we are looking for is going to be in that very ominous castle on the hill there.
Oh, probably.
That image in the chat now is where you guys are. That small building right below the castle, that is the Tavern of the Uphill Climb. Written in common script, which arcs over the curved door, and below it in dwarven script, which Glenn realizes. So you guys get out and stretch your legs. What would you like to do?
I'm making my way straight for the tavern.
Okay, as you wake your way to the tavern, you see a torn flag on the ground, something that you presume to be the flag of Caer Dineval. It is a red fish on a blue banner, and below the red fish is a nice white watchtower, which seems to be evocative of the white stone castle before you. As you make your way, stepping over this flag, which is torn asunder, rotted on the floor like a negligible placemat, you make your way inside the tavern, where you see a man sleeping, very pudgy with short black hair which stems to the top.
Oi! I say with a stomp to the floor.
How can I help you?
I was promised liquor.
Sorry, we don't get a lot of customers these days.
As you see now, he has a very scruffy goatee, which is outgrown, and bits of patchy fur kind of wrapped around his cheeks and up. He is a man, but you can see he has very weird bestial aspects, cat-like eyes, and very whiskery goatee.
What'll it be?
It's the strongest thing you got.
Quarter leg coming up.
He pours a glass of quarter leg and pushes it to you. A bit of it sloshes out as his grasp is not very firm.
That'll be a silver piece.
I'm going to put down a gold. I'm going to have more than one.
Oh, that's nice.
Puts that in his chest.
You know, we'd get more business if it wasn't for that place, Dineval's Rest. We just can't compete.
And he gives you another drink.
Aye, and what do you know about the castle?
The Caer? It was built years ago. It's weathered orc infestations and dwarf invasion, all kinds of stuff. But lately, nobody's allowed in or out.
Well, my friend, I've got a bit of a quandary for you.
What'll that be?
You see, me and my companions here are looking for someone to perform a seance. My friend here, his mother went a bit weird on his childhood, ate his siblings. He's trying to reconvene with them.
Well, the monastery moved out a long time ago. I think if you were looking for anything like that, the best place to look would be the castle.
Aye, we heard rumor of cultists.
Alistair, I thought that. Oh, that's true.
Aye, it's very
no.
true. Haven't you ever wondered why
Oh,
it came out so
no.
weird? Because he ate his siblings. Now we're
Oh.
trying to
We
give
can't
his
talk
soul
about it in
to
front of him and call this seance. He doesn't understand.
As you guys are having
It's not
this
true.
argument,
It happened.
Larry, what is your passive perception, your wisdom score?
That's gonna be rough, is what it'll be. Hold on.
That's okay.
Nine.
Alright, you don't notice it, and anyone here with a passive perception of 15 or lower doesn't. But a rock floats out of Larry's pocket, the stone that Otaku is transfixed with, and it floats right out the door.
So
Larry, didn't you?
you're saying 15 or lower doesn't notice? Or
Yeah,
like
yeah, you have to have...
15?
Yeah, so you
So
guys
at
have a
least
passive perception of 15. You don't notice it. And as a matter of fact, it is a mystery to you until the tavern keep.
Is that yours?
You guys
Larry,
Do I,
you
do I
tiny.
see it floating away?
You
now?
do. And as you see it floating away, the
Oh.
door opens and it floats outside.
I am so going after it.
Alright.
I immediately follow Larry.
Yes, this is my shiny.
Alright.
Um,
As you guys pursue forward, I need you guys to make me a dexterity or athletics check.
I'm at the bar finishing my drinks before I follow.
This is interesting. I'll follow from a distance.
Same.
Yeah, I'm enjoying my
Nice.
drinks.
Gonna be back in just a minute.
Okay.
Morales actually passes us.
because it's a save.
Yep. What is your dexterity score? It's just a check, Ross.
It's 4, so minus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the same. Alright. I don't know why I didn't even roll for him, but here we go.
My rolls are shit tonight.
Alright. As this being runs and runs, none of you can keep up. But Aurelius, you dip through the snow 1 foot after the other, doing an acrobatic cartwheel. You land right in front of this invisible figure. The stone comes to a halt. What do you want to do?
Take the stone that matters the most, and I will. Hold on.
Punch.
I have some oil. I have a better idea.
Cover him in oil, burn him.
I'm gonna take the oil, I think jar. I will just toss it like this in front of me, and like a kid with a baseball bat. I'm gonna use my sword to splash it in a wide arc in front. So I would say where the stone is plus wider. You know what I
Alright.
mean?
I'm going to say you can do all of that. However, since you're grabbing the stone as well, it's going to be a contested
I'll skip.
roll. Go ahead and
I'll
make...
skip the stone. I'll skip the stone for now. I want to splash things first.
Okay, the stone and the figure holding it fall to their back. Inevitably, the oil hits it, and the figure realizes it's caught. The invisibility drops, and you guys see a tiefling. Orange-red skin over a very faint head of black hair. You guys recognize this tiefling as being the same tiefling from the Black Iron Blades all the way back in Brinchander.
Do you know what happens to people who touch my shiny things?
With my boot, I'm gonna step on his wrist.
You don't want to know.
Sorry, miss. I had no idea that belonged to you.
Oh, and then I want to spit in his face.
He catches a loogie on the cheek. Listen, I think this is just a misunderstanding. As he looks
You
back
took
to
it
the
out of
castle.
my pocket.
As he looks back to the castle, 2 more red tieflings begin walking down. They're about 20 feet away right now.
Oh no.
As they reach you guys look to the castle and see various torchlights lingering in nearby windows, sconces on top of the castle towers faintly glowing and showing their true interior. Before my brothers arrive, I'm sure you'll allow me to get to my feet and a chance to explain myself. After all, this is not a very good first impression.
Rez takes his foot off the guy's wrist.
Thank you very much. He looks around for a minute. I'm Beltazan. It's nice to meet you.
It isn't nice to meet you.
Why were you
You
stealing
stole my
friend's
stuff.
Steal is a strange word. I mean, when you're a
From
man
my
like me, you can
pocket.
really do as you please.
Oh, what? Like you? Who
Oh,
do you
so-
think you are?
So you steal, is what you're saying. You're admitting to stealing it.
No, Bartolban, no reason to mess with the locals. One of the tieflings comes up. You can see his rippling abdominal muscles. He stands about a foot taller than Bartleban, and he has tattoos amongst his chest. Hello there, I am Zed. I am something of the keeper of this keep. How can I help you?
Well, who does this guy think he is? He's taking things from pockets, and claiming that it's, oh, I didn't take anything. I don't know.
Another tiefling is with him and looks at you guys. This one a lot pudgier and stouter.
Oh, don't worry, miss. I'm sure it's a misunderstanding. Bottle band, you'll give him back a trinket, won't you? Oh, yeah, with pleasure.
And he gives you the stone.
Your faces are a misunderstanding. Who do you think you are? Who are you?
Oh, people call us many things, but, we're the Knights of the Black Sword.
Oh,
Yes,
are you a
right.
cultist?
Yeah, cult is a very strong word, my friend. I am sure there are many things I could call one such as yourself that you would not appreciate either.
Do you know of Rinaldo?
They look at each other.
No, I've never heard that name before.
Oh, well, I know you're lying, so you can just send him out here and we will be on our way.
Right, what my friend here means is we're looking for a seance. He's a bit sensitive about this, but his
Do not
siblings
say
died
it.
way
I'm
back.
gonna
His mother
hold
took
Rez's
them.
mouth closed.
Make a
Ow,
persuasion check.
I'm holding Larry back with my hand like on the palm of her head.
Make a persuasion check, Alistair, and I won't give disadvantage. But since Rez's rude comment, I'll drop its chance by 1. Not very high. He looks at you. Well, I am very sorry, sir, but there will be no seance today.
Right.
Hey, that's fine, but when might we be able to have this communion? As my friend he's struggling real hard with denial here. He doesn't even want to believe it's real, but he ate his siblings. That messes with a man.
That did not happen! That is
See?
not what I said!
I really
See?
wish we'd stop
See, you
talking
can't
about this
believe it.
stuff.
Stop
Glenn-
saying it! I didn't do it!
Glenn holds his stomach and pukes on the ground.
Some
Well.
of us have taken the news a bit better than others.
You guys are quite the colorful bunch. You know
But
what?
seriously, if you just give us Rinaldo, we'll be on our way.
Sorry, but that can't be worked out. And one of them
Well,
looks
then
over.
take us to Rinaldo.
Right, and how do you know Rinaldo then?
Oh, he stole money from us.
Tieflings
Hey,
all look at
hey,
each other.
hey! Rez is a bit.
He doesn't know things. He
The
ate
The long
secrets.
the long winter's gotten to him.
Human.
But
Back
we
out.
have
Cannibal.
coin. We have coin we can assure.
Cannibal
Rez is,
Cove.
Rez is backing to the back of to the group now, butting out of this conversation, opening his dulcimer and just playing like elevator music now, like
That's all you
frustrated.
can do,
playing elevator
but
music.
sit and play. It's very sad. Can I grovel, cower, and beg for this?
Sure.
We have coin. I can assure you we have coin.
I'm sorry, but there's just no way you can get. And then one of the other tieflings. No, there is no reason to turn away partitioners of the speaker. What exactly do you mean by we have coin? We talking copper, silver?
Gold.
All three of them look at each other.
And, how much gold are we talking?
I'm sure it will be enough for what we're in need of.
I'll tell you this. You give us 100 gold, and we'll let you walk in and look all around for. Who are you looking for? Rinaldo? Yeah, I've never heard of him.
This music makes me want to
I'm not
sing.
handing over.
La-da-dee-da-da-doo.
I'm not handing over 100 gold for a man I can't be sure is here.
Well, looks like we just haven't been able to see eye to eye, huh, mister? Come on, boys.
I suppose so.
What if we paid you, as the music keeps going, what if we paid you to tell us if Rinaldo is here or not?
Sir, there's absolutely no way I would lie to you if that's what you're insinuating. The
That's
gold
not ten-
price is what you owe for entry. It is a castle, after all.
I throw him 10 gold and say, is Ronaldo here?
Now that's pretty close. Getting nearer and nearer the true figure all the time.
How much more do I need to know if Ronaldo is here?
90.
Aye,
Okay.
Rez, you ought to keep going.
So if we give you 100 gold, not only we can go in, but Ronaldo is here.
They look at each other. Something like that.
What if we go invisible and you get nothing instead?
Oh, trust
I
me.
give
You can't get in that way.
I give him 40 more gold.
Erlon is gonna tug Alistair to the side and Erlos to the side.
Didn't that barkeep or whoever we came in with, somebody said, once you go in, you never go out, and vice versa kind of thing? I think
No,
we
he
should
said-
stay cautious of this castle.
Oh,
I
yes,
might have
he
an
said-
idea here.
Rez, you're not involved with this. You're yelling at a dude.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Thank you for
I-
including me. I'm
And I'm
spending gold
yelling
over
at
here.
Rez, trying to make him stop
Larry,
yelling.
Larry, give
Stop
him 50.
it! Rez!
I'm
Shut
not
it!
yell-
Shut
I'm not. Larry, I'm not yelling.
But
You
he's
give
holding
the-
me back with his hand, and I'm.
I let go. Larry, give this kind man 50 gold. So
Alright,
I
I think
think
you guys should
I'm not
keep.
giving
keep
him
you should keep
Larry.
going.
Did I get my
Larry.
stone? I'm grabbing my stone. I'm putting it in my pocket and making sure I have all of my belongings.
You do.
Larry, give this man 50 gold.
I am not giving them
Larry,
anything.
give
in
this
my-
man 50 gold.
No!
I
Rez,
think you
Keep
guys
your
should
coin.
Cut to their conversation now.
I've already given him 50 gold.
Rez has already given him 50.
All right. While I'm ignoring Rez and whatever money he's spending, I'm talking to the other two. All right. I'd be willing to make a distraction out here in front of the castle. If you lot think you could sneak in another way, get the man.
I might have an idea.
Hey, speak
and
it. Speak it, boy.
I'm gonna like pull up Tiger, and I'm gonna pull out some rations, and
Baby.
I'm gonna hand the leash to Alistair, and I'm gonna creep up behind Mr. Rez, and I'm
Big
gonna
to-do
toss
right here.
I'm gonna toss rations kind of on his leg a little bit, like just throw some food bits on his
On
leg.
my leg?
Yeah.
What?
It's frozen
Okay.
cause.
Why is he getting... What? Why? You're gonna sick him on me? What?
In like a
And-
tornado of
Good
colors,
time.
like a Tasmanian devil begins ripping up Rez's right pencil and trying to get every nibble
Oh,
of
stop!
ration
Get
he
all
can.
of that! No! No! Stop! My gold pouch rips and my gold goes spilling. No! Stop it!
I'm collecting.
Get this
I'm not
thing
pulling
off
back
me!
on the
And then-
reins.
And then I'm gonna have Alistair release the leash.
I'm letting go. I'm letting
Can I
go.
roll do 20 with how much gold I collected?
I'm standing right there next to Rez, and as Tiger runs up and takes that first bite, I'm grabbing him and pulling him off because it's not a lot of food on there. It's just like a little bit of treat kind of.
You see the two tieflings.
I just
who
want
are-
him to bite and
Right.
pull off
You-
of Rez's
right.
leg.
When this happens, you see the two tieflings who are guarding the portcullis begin to laugh. Oh, that's rich. The other one who stole the stone initially stands stalwart. That's a very cute toy you've got there, Mr. Sea Elf. It'd be a shame if something were to happen to him.
I really want to shoot this guy.
And
Also, a dangerous
at
weapon.
I
that
really
comment-
want to shoot this guy. Let's fight
at
our way
that
in.
comment, Erlond has Tiger growling at Rez's leg behind Rez in one hand and his trident in the other, and I'm going to hopefully
Res
do a little bit of intimidation.
is resting inside of his jacket right now, by the way.
The other
Like inside of his
tieflings look at you, and one of them takes out a short dagger and runs it up the length of his arm.
shoot him.
And he's gonna make his own intimidation check, which is not very intimidating. And you wanted to shoot him, right?
I wanted to shoot him the second he pulled out the dagger.
Okay, that is.
Because I was just holding my.
Alright.
I was just holding it underneath my jacket,
Mhm.
like underneath my cloak, in case they tried anything. And then when he pulled the dagger,
Of course.
I wanted to shoot.
Of course you were. Go ahead and make your attack, and this is on the tiefling who is not the same tiefling that stole the rock. He was the tiefling guarding the gate. With that, everyone roll for intimidation. Sorry, everyone roll for initiative, and you should see your tokens on this page.
Yes.
All right.
Ah. And we've had a long rest.
You have indeed.
DM, may I ask a question?
Of course.
Before this takes place, would my character, which is a wizard, know a bit about tieflings being red and perhaps a chance that they may resist some fire spells?
You know, you can't sense that these guys would resist fire spells, but you do know that some creatures facilitated with demonic bloodlines are resistant. That's very common knowledge amongst wizards.
I do not know for sure that red and fire are a direct link.
You do, but you know for sure as well that these guys will not receive resistance to fire damage. Alright.
Okay.
With that, let's see what the top of the chart is. Can everyone see themselves on the initiative chart right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It's at the very bottom. Yeah.
Right on. Oh, yeah. This is crazy. Did you roll a 20, Erland?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That helps me.
So
a
did
lot.
Alistair.
Yeah, I also rolled a 20.
And Rez and Larry rolled a 16 together.
Wow.
And Erlos rolled a 17. Y'all, we had crazy initiatives. That was nuts.
Should we
Jesus.
readjust?
No. It's all good. It's all good.
Because Erlon was like right behind me.
We take our turn at the same time.
Yeah.
Not quite. Let me see
Right?
here,
Retweet, Joe.
though. Oralis, you have a 22?
No, I have 17.
17, okay. Yeah, for some reason I have your old initiative here. I'm just sifting through right now. Okay, 17. And then Glenn, we're going to keep his old initiative. Yada. Okay. And then what did Orly roll? 14?
He's not out yet.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. You can take him out if you wish. And then Alistair also rolled 20. Alistair, what is your dexterity?
My dexterity, give me just a second.
Modifier.
It's a +1.
And Erland, what is your dexterity modifier?
2.
Good to know. Rez, you rolled a 16?
Yeah.
Okay, what is your dexterity modifier?
My dex mod would be. It is 1.
Okay. Okay, and then Larry,
So-
what is your dexterity modifier?
Two.
2. Okay, awesome. So we are finally in the right initiative order as we begin with Erlon's turn. Erlon, as you hear that gunshot from Rez light up the display, you see the tiefling's eyes affix as they really focus. What do you want to do?
As soon as I hear that gunshot, I am going Star Archer form. And then casting, I don't know, alright, my bad, I didn't mean to. My bad. And then I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Rez's leg.
I didn't take any damage.
Oh, well. Already did it.
Okay, what else do you want to do?
I feel great.
Yeah, you feel really good.
You feel extra cured now.
5-hour
Yeah.
energy levels of euphoria are hitting your brain.
Okay, so are we not gonna count that then?
No. Yeah. You can visibly see he's not injured. You would not cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. So, at this point, I'm going to cast, in my Star Archer form, I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire.
Oh hell yeah! I was gonna do that. Sweet.
Right in the center of them.
Okay.
They all have to make Dex or Charisma saves, I believe, or is it Dex saves?
Dex 13.
All of us?
Just
No,
that.
just the Tieflings.
Okay, is that in your turn? I guess. Oh yeah. Oh, what just happened?
Yep.
Anyways, wait. So who are you casting that on?
Fairy fire.
Yeah.
All three.
Is it not a group thing?
It is.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to hit all three of them, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elon, get back to safety.
And then I'm going to. So we're outside of the castle right now, right?
Yes, right outside the portcullis. Do you see those two white lines to the north?
No, it's the black mode right now.
Scroll down.
Like
a
right on the
ways.
edge of the black.
Yeah, you're right here.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, those white lines to the north, right behind the tieflings, those are the opening stone doors, the massive stone portcullis which enters into the castle.
Okay. Is there any sort of, I don't know, like tree or like railing or something?
Unfortunately, there's not a lot of cover. I mean, this castle is situated with the intention of making it hard to besiege, so there's no cover around you.
Okay. Well, I'm really not looking for cover. I'm looking for a place to safely tie up Tiger.
Oh, okay. You could possibly tie him up anywhere on the castle wall, but that would also be kind of dangerous if a defender sees him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tie him to my hip for the time being, like really tight so that he can't go far at all. He's like has to stay kind of right on me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna kind of make my way over here.
All right. I'm gonna do their dexterity saves one more time. That didn't work for whatever reason. That's a dexterity save on fairy fire, right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Okay. 2 of them succeed, but this guy on the far left definitely fails and is now under the effect. Is that your turn?
Yeah, it does. Yes.
Alright, as you guys see him glow with fairy fire, it is now this tiefling's turn as he extends forward. Never should have come here! He lifts his left palm up and squeezes it down in a fist. As he does, his eyes gleam with red, and you guys see these 2 gargoyles right here and right here begin to move and animate. As they break free, stones ridding their body, you see them etch through out of their face, almost like a snake shedding its skin. As they look down on you guys, their turns, they'll get initiative right after his turn. As he steps forward right at you, Ralas, because you're the closest one to him, he's going to go ahead and attack you.
16.
Alright. The first dagger is a 20. Does that hit?
It does.
As he throws it, running at you, you take a total of 4 piercing damage. He runs up and then throws a second dagger right as he runs in your melee range. That is a natural 20. So you then take 8 more points of piercing damage, and you are immediately unconscious. As I'm going to go ahead and roll with these gargoyles. They're going to make their initiative, and then we're going to go to the next guy. As Bartleband comes forward, you really should just let me keep the rock. I don't want to disappoint my buyer. As he rips out a rapier, he goes to stab you twice, Larry. Does a 24 hit?
Yeah.
I think both of those hit.
Oh my god.
Larry, you take a total of 12 piercing damage as he stabs you twice.
Wait, did
Fuck
Aralis already go down? What?
Yep.
What?
He only has 12 hit points.
Oh my god.
We're gonna add these 2
Literally, I
guys to
think.
the initiative roll, and now
I'm
it
so
is
sorry.
Alistair's turn. Alistair, what do you want to do?
I'm so sorry.
Oh wait, you already had your turn, didn't you?
Me? No.
Oh,
No.
okay, good. Yeah, that was Erlon. My bad. Go ahead.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is come over here to Aralis, and I will cast Cure Wounds.
Aurelas, you feel air filling your lungs as you are suddenly hit with a massive gust of encouragement.
And most of your health points are back.
Yeah?
Yeah, 11 points of healing. And then this guy here Give me just a second. I'm going to hit him with, can you guess it, an Eldritch Cannon Force Blast.
Oh, that's gotta hit.
Damn. Yeah, it does. It inflicts 14 damage.
Yep.
As you guys watch, he turns around. For Levis! Before he can finish the name of his god, he's hit with such a massive arcane bolt that it rids him of his limbs. Just a torso blows out, and he is now dead.
Oh my
Let's
god.
go, Alistair.
Oh my god.
And then I'm gonna step up in front of Aurelis while he's catching his breath. Alright, you bastards, you wanted a fight, we'll kill every last one of you. And that's ends my turn.
Impressive. Glad I could stretch my legs. Rez, as he says this, it is now your turn, even though the icon is fucked.
Shouldn't
What
it
do
be
you want
Larry's
to
turn?
do? No. Oh, yeah,
Because
because...
Larry has a higher dex than I do.
Oh, it's an 18. I guess that's your old initiative, because you rolled a 16 this time, so it is actually Aurelis' turn. Aurelis, as you come to your feet, what would you like to do?
Thank you. That came really hard. So I'm gonna start humming and I'm gonna blade song. I'm gonna get back up, taking half my movement, which I have now 40 and I have 20. So I will do 1, 2, 3, and I will strike at this one. He's very fired, I believe. Eh?
That is correct, and the gargoyle will not attack you because it's currently perched on top of the castle, 30 feet above you.
This is very good. So blade song is active. I will use the regular Truthsbane and my offhand short sword, and I will strike at him. Advantage because fairy fire.
Unfortunately, fairy
6.
fire was on the first guy. who's
Oh,
now
it was
dead.
not on this one.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's okay. I didn't keep up, and I will use my short sword to slice. Didn't click it right. Offhand.
Alright, that definitely hits. As it finds its
5.
purchase, you sink it in. You watch the blood trickle down his tattoo of a demonic being encapsulated in ice. As it sinks in, death will be a joy, and he breaks off. The sword is now out of him, but it has left its mark.
Is clicking end of my turn.
Alright, Larry, it is now your turn with a little bit higher initiative than Rez. What would you like to do?
I would like to look the bitch in the eyes that took my stone. And I would like to first cast Green Flame Blade.
Terrific. And what are you casting that on?
I would like to use it on my hammer. Can I use it on my hammer?
Can you cast Green Flame Blade? I'm not sure that you can.
It's like a cast and attack thingy, but it's
Right.
only
It's
good
a-
to until level 5. It does nothing unless there's somebody beside them.
Is
Right.
there not? Who is next?
Those
Everybody.
gargoyles are like 30 feet up.
Yeah, you could run over to, well, Bartleban is right here. You could attack him.
Who's right next to me, though?
Yeah, that's Bartleban. He's an enemy. You could attack this guy.
Yes, I do want to attack that guy, but I'm
Yep.
also asking who this person is.
Yeti.
That's,
That's the Yeti? Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, so we will go ahead and not do that, but I am gonna look him in the eye, and I'm gonna say, like, I really hope this goes straight through your skull. And instead of throwing it, I'm just gonna, like, bash him in the side of the head with it.
Okay, in Thor-like fashion, you equip the hammer and bring it about to his skull. As it comes crashing in, roll for hit. And just to be clear, you do not want to use Green Flame Blade, correct?
No, I don't,
Okay.
because it wouldn't work here.
No, that's fine.
and you.
Does that hit?
Unfortunately, it does
I
not.
think. Wait, do I have inspiration that I can use?
You
Do I
have DM's inspiration. Yeah, you do. You have the D4.
Okay, I would love to use that.
You can.
Would it be helpful?
Oh yes.
Oh
Oof.
no.
Unfortunately, any number except that would have been a hit. His AC is 15, but you just barely missed. And as you do so, he crosses
My
his arms and looks
rage.
down over his nose. What do you want to do?
You have your bonus action.
there isn't much else I can do but
Well,
run.
You've got your steel defender.
That is true. Yeah, no, that's true. All right. Well, that would end my turn and then begin my defender's turn.
That's
Let's
right.
bring him in. I'm actually scared to do this.
He's already on the screen, but you can command him with your bonus action, and that'll begin his turn.
Yeah. But I can't really like click anything on the character sheet as far as like, I mean, I guess I can actions. So I could do an attack.
All right. Yeah. Do you want him to move behind?
Yeah, I want him to move. Yeah.
All right. As he goes there and makes his attack, it's with advantage, but it still does not hit. As he brings his fist down, whoa, he misses as dirt and flakes of rock go up all around this tiefling, who is still
You
perfectly
suck.
fine. Oh.
Oh.
Does that end your turn?
Yes, it does. You did a great job, Ariel.
Rez, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I'm going to step up here, I believe, and let me just get my ruler and double check this. Perfect. Okay, so I am going to cast Bane on this gargoyle, this dude, and this dude.
All right. Is it a charisma save?
I believe it is it's a Christmas
It's a
save.
Christmas save.
All right. Okay. All of them succeed except for Bartleban. He is baned.
Okay, so he's got a negative D4 to attacks and saves.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm going to look at Larry.
Yes, please. Oh, I hurt.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. And I give her bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Well,
Does that end
thank
your
you,
turn?
but I hurt.
And then that's. Well, I used my action to cast Bane. I couldn't have cast any healing.
That's right. That's right. Now then, it is Orly's turn. What will Orly do this turn? Oralas, what do you want Orly to do?
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have him stay put, and yeah, just watch your back, Ollie. Let us know if there's anything.
All right.
Sorry.
Orly's turn is done. That's a weird reading. It should actually be Glenn's turn. As Glenn is gonna come up. Here you go. I noticed you're hurt. He's gonna go ahead and give you. Let's see here. He's gonna give you 8 out of his 15 pool, Larry. So you now have a grand total of 20 health points. As he gives you 8 more, he's gonna run around the back here and he's going to try to attack this tiefling Bartleban as he comes out with his scimitar that he got off another tiefling. It hits. First guy to hit Bartleban is a massive swash through his back, which sheds red blood that hits the ground. Ugh! As Bartleban lunges forward. "'Tis only a flesh wound." As we are going to go to not Erlon's turn quite yet. Is actually going to be this gargoyle's turn. As this gargoyle
Did
swoops
I
down.
wait? Did you say that I got hit points?
Yeah. He gave
Or I
you
got-
8. He gave you 8 hit points. Lay on hand. Glenn just healed you.
Okay.
As he outstretches a radiant, glowing yellow hand and heals you, you watch as the gargoyle. It's gonna go ahead and bite you, Oralas. Does a 19 hit?
It does not because I'm blade singing.
Alright. What about 22?
It does. Fuck.
Alright, Oralas, you take 5 points of slashing damage as this gargoyle claws you across the back. As it does that, the other gargoyle is going to join him.
Motherfuckers, bring it on. Let's dance.
As it pushes off, it's going to bound over As it gets to right here,
Oh,
he's
no.
going to do a similar
Oh, no.
attack at advantage. Does a 22 hit? I don't know why I asked. Alright, he claws you once, and you take 6 points of slashing damage.
And he's
down.
down again.
Alright, now because of our crit rule, we do extra damage for a crit. This is not going to be an insta crit, but he is going to attack your unconscious form with a bite. As he bites your unconscious form, and Blade Song is over, so a 19 should hit, correct?
It does.
Alright. You lose a death save as you guys see his corpse being shaken around in the mouth of this gargoyle.
This guy, literally a round ago, said, "Oh, don't worry about the gargoyle. He can't do anything. He's 30 feet above you."
Erlond, it is now your turn.
Well, dang. Okay. Okay. I didn't want to do this. It was my backup plan, but since dude's getting 8 over there, so
He's getting eaten upon.
yes, I'm gonna shoot across this way to probably right there, and cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay, you did not want to cast Gust of Wind?
I did to like shoot myself over into that direction
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll
really
say...
quickly.
Okay, that is going to be your action.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and then you want to cast Guiding Bolt. Okay, yeah. On whom?
The gargoyle.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. As you move away, you still have your movement. Go ahead and roll your Guiding Bolt.
That's the one thing I don't have in my sheet. So just D20 plus
I don't know. Are you sure you
Five.
don't have Guiding Bolt? I've seen you use it recently.
I did on my old sheet.
I've seen you use it too, but that's weird. Okay, yeah, make a ranged spell attack. So that's gonna be a D20 plus your spell attack modifier. You can find that on your spell page.
So plus 3 for wisdom.
No, your spell attack modifier. It's gonna be on your spell
roll.
page. Let me check. Yeah. So your spell attack modifier is 5. Roll a d20 plus 5.
Okay.
And for those of you guys that don't know, your spell attack modifier is actually your spell attack ability modifier. So wisdom for you plus proficiency, which is 2. So that's 3 plus 2.
D20 plus 5.
All right. As you see Erlon carving this guiding bolt into the wall, it just dissipates out as it reaches the gargoyle and does not hit. Is that your turn?
It does.
Up next is this other tiefling, surrounded now. I kind of like this. He turns around quickly to face the Yeti Tyke. As he extends a hand, he's going to use his flintlock to shoot. A 13 will hit the Yeti Tyke, and Tiger takes 4 piercing damage.
Tiger's tied onto my side right now.
Oh, is he? Okay, so you're right there. In that case, he's going to shoot at Rez. Does the 13 hit?
Yes.
Okay. You take 4.
Sorry,
you take 4 piercing damage as he brings out another flintlock in dual wielding style, and is going to fire again. Also, you Rez. You take a total Rez of 12 piercing damage, not 9, but 8 plus 4. That is 12 piercing damage, and he is going to spin his turn to run. So as he extends here, 5, 10, 15. That means that Larry and Glenn and Larry's automaton, Odal, are going to get an opportunity attack. So Larry, roll me an opportunity attack, please.
You got 2 of them.
Yep.
How
Just attack him with a weapon if you would like. It's up to you. Alright, that hits, and it's at advantage because he was flanking, so that's a natural 20. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Heck
That
yeah.
crit life.
Damn. 7 plus 12.
Woo, yeah, that's 7
So
plus
that is-
12. So as you deal, let's see that actually. 7 plus... Oh no, it's not. That's a 7 plus 4. So that's 11 plus 14. You both inflict a total of 25 bludgeoning and slashing damages. He's just wailed on.
What about
Get out of here!
what about her steel defender's attack?
Yeah. Also do your steel defender, Larry. That's a good point. Your steel defender also gets an opportunity
So many
attack.
character sheets.
Just one button away.
This is reminding me of that session where you guys were
Let's
fighting
go.
a dragon.
Come on.
That
Come on.
just hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the session where you guys killed my dragon because
Aw.
I took it through the through all of you guys to get away.
That is a sadness. But as he's leaning on his arm, he looks back, blood coming out of his mouth. You're not gonna get away with this. In this life, or the next. And as he holds his arm, blood leaking out, it is now Alistair's turn. What do you want to do, Alistair?
Alright, oh god. This is... so many options. Okay.
We gotta save our boy. My elven brother. Come on.
He's not
Alright,
looking too hot.
He's died. Of course he's not looking too hot. He's dead.
Alright, I'm gonna step up here. I'm going to give another cure wounds.
Well, the gargoyles.
He has no choice. As you reach forward, getting thrashed around like a chicken in an alligator's mouth, the body lands in front of you briefly, Alistair, just in time for you to heal him. As you give him like a defibrillator shock, Aralas, you come alive, still in the jaws of this beast. As it thrashes
then-
around.
Which one is he in the mouth of? Is it this one?
Yeah, that guy.
Alright. That guy, I'm gonna give him the good old signature Eldritch Cannon.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Ba-boom. No. Ba-boom.
Let's see. So that is not at advantage. And is that a 14?
Yeah.
Alright, that misses.
Oh, I think that's the first time you've missed with that.
The Eldritch Cannon flies and the shot explodes in the distance.
Alright.
Res ducks. What the hell?
I don't think there's anything else I can do, so it's gonna end my turn.
That was your bonus action, Cure Wounds. That's a good turn nonetheless. Aralas, thankfully you're not rolling a death save this turn. What do you want to do?
Am I still in his mouth? Am I like grappled or?
Not quite, just prone.
Okay, I will stand up. Use my movement to stand up, half of it, and oh my god, I'm gonna cast shit. Yeah, I'm gonna create bonfire again, but I'm gonna cast it. Oh, the damage is good. Okay, I'm gonna cast it.
You
on
can't
the two,
cast that spell. That's like a level 9 spell. I've tried getting shit before.
on those two guys.
Okay.
That's a good one.
So there's a bonfire there, burning crisp. They need to make dex save. DC 14.
They do indeed. Let's see here. And they both, well, the gargoyle fails as you see the fire stemming up around it. Dancing back and forth. It takes the full form of the damage as it's not resistant. However, the cultist eagerly steps out of the way of the fire, a little too savvy and aware of magical abilities. Does he take half damage if he succeeds?
Yeah. No, he takes no damage.
Alright, no damage and 8 onto the gargoyle. What else do you want to do?
And I will, I guess, I believe this is going to be a long... What time of the day is it right now?
It's 11 a.m.
Yeah, okay, it's gonna be a long day.
Bright and early.
That's what I got right now.
Yeah,
I'll,
midday.
click it. That's my turn.
Larry, it says you're over there for some reason, but don't worry, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
All right. I think. Okay. So no one is in the mouth of the gargoyle anymore, correct?
Not anymore. Morales is standing up and fighting on his own.
Okay. I think I'll move a little bit closer. About right here, and then I'm just gonna throw my hammer.
Boom, boom, boom. As it turns in over in, who are you throwing it at?
Oh!
That guy. Unfortunately, you have no advantage because Aralas is not in a square to have advantage, and you already threw the hammer, so doesn't hit. Whoop! As the hammer comes back to your hand like Mjolnir, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna tell my steel defender to redeem me.
The steel defender's head swivels, and you see one of the lights dim, almost like it's winking at you in confirmation as it begins to walk. You guys see its legs locomoting like wheels as the metal foot pads slam into the ground one after the other. It speeds up. Who's it attacking?
The same guy.
This guy? This guy or the gargoyle?
The one that I just tried to throw a hammer at.
Okay, that gargoyle, as it comes forward right about here, is where it would need to be. Go roll for
Okay.
damage. That definitely hits.
Hell yeah.
Alright. 10 force damage. A massive hammer-like steel fist on the defender makes contact with the gargoyle's skull. A few loose pieces of stone that have an ossified or genetically adhered to the gargoyle shake off as it...
That's my baby!
And that'll end my turn.
Okay. Rez, what would you like to do?
I take the gun back out, and I shoot Barty, whatever his name is.
Alright. That hits. Roll for damage.
Nice.
As he takes this bullet... Someone opens the gate already! What else would you like to do?
Vicious Mockery a bonus action? I don't think it is.
Unfortunately not. If I remember correctly from my days as Murin, it is a
Yeah,
action.
it's an action. There's really not much else I can do. Yeah. Yeah, there's not much else I can do, so that's gonna be my turn.
Okay, up next is Orly. What will he do? Aralas, would you like to put Orly somewhere?
No, I'll ask him to just scout and check our backs from maybe above the wall if he sees anything happening. That's gonna be his turn.
Oh, wait, is it a bonus action or an action to use a healing potion?
It is an action.
Damn it. Okay.
As
never
it is
mind.
now Glenn's turn, Glenn is going to come up to the north. As he sees you're getting chomped on, he's going to strike into that gargoyle that everyone else has been working on. Alright, those have advantage because you are flanking. They both hit. And with his massive scimitar, he inflicts 27 slashing damage. 2 massive slashes by Glenn. That gargoyle's looking rough. Up next is the gargoyle. This one, as it still has you, it's going to try to grab you. Aralas, make me an athletics check.
I can do acrobatics as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm not blind singing, so.
As the gargoyle takes off, a quick hover leers down with its talons and grabs Aurelas before Aurelas shakes out, and the gargoyle cannot capture him. It's not quite out of your melee range yet as it flaps overhead. Its turn is going to end, and it's now this one's turn. As it looks up, it's going to go ahead and bite you. Aurelas, does 19 hit?
It does. Oh no.
Alright, you take a total of 5 piercing damage, and it's
If
going
he
to...
ends his turn in the fire, he takes the dex save again.
That's right. And he's going to turn around and claw at Alistair. Alistair does a 14 hit.
Does not.
Alright, with that, it's going to end its turn. It's going to make another dexterity save as it ends its turn inside of the fire. And that is a DC 15, I believe.
14.
14?
Yeah.
It succeeds, taking no damage. At the top of the chart is Erland. What do you want to do?
Let me zoom on in here, get a little closer look.
This is getting pretty chaotic.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got gargoyle, that guy that's charmed, and then the other guy behind the gargoyle, right?
That's correct.
Okay. I am going to. Okay. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam right on this gargoyle.
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn and Star Archer the gargoyle on the other side.
Okay. Alright. Rough Moonbeam. That Star Archer. Who are you aiming that at?
The other gargoyle.
Alright, that narrowly...
The one that's already hurt.
As you guys watch the celestial blue arrow leave from Erlon's starry bow, rather, it misses and plunges into the stone wall before evaporating. However, your moonbeam...
I think it would go into that other guy.
Misses them both, unfortunately, and that other guy's harder to hit. But as it does miss, that gargoyle is going to make a con save, and since your DC is 13, I believe. Do you know what your spell save DC is?
Spell save.
That's a 13, yeah. So unfortunately, he succeeds, and since you did 5 damage, it takes half as much. So it's going to take 3 points of damage. That gargoyle is singed to a crisp, but clinging to life. What else do you want to do?
I'm going to move on this side of Alistair.
Alright.
That'll be
This
it.
cultist, on his turn, is going to weave through, like, rough terrain, getting right here. He's going to go ahead and make a strike at Aurelas, as he did not have his turn last time. I skipped him. As he brings out a black short saber. Does a 20 hit Aurelas?
Yes, it does.
You take 5 slashing damage as you are
And he's down
unconscious
again.
and it is
And
now
we're down
Bartleban's turn. Well, someone opens the gate! Finally, the gate begins to open, and he's gonna wiggle through just enough to end up on the other side. As he does so, Glenn gets one final opportunity attack. As he had his turn already, he gets his reaction.
Kill him! Kill him!
Glenn whiffs
No!
as the scimitar cuts through the air. Up next, Alistair, what do you want to do?
Oh. Aurelas.
Oh, wait a minute. He started in your fire, so he needs to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no, it's on the ending, and since I'm down, the fire is gone.
Good point. Alistair, go ahead.
Okay. God, I hope you can forgive me, Aurelas. I'm going to fire my matchlock at the gargoyle. This one here. I'm guessing a 23 hits.
Let's see. Alright, which one are you firing at?
This wounded one here.
Alright, that is a ranged attack, and you are close enough. That is at disadvantage, so you take a 13.
But wouldn't he be at advantage? So it'd just be a neutral.
No, because there's no one flanking.
But Glenn's on the other side of him.
Right, but he
How
needs
is
to
that
be
not- how is that
he
not flanking?
needs to be able to draw a straight line in between to connect the token, and since
Yeah.
Glenn is on that square, it is not flanking.
So it doesn't hit.
That's correct. What else would
Okay.
you like to do?
Well, I think you know what I'm gonna do.
I think I do as well. Whoop! As the arcane cannon powers up, even at disadvantage, this is gonna hit. And with that, how do you want to do this?
I'm gonna shove the cannon straight into his face and just blast him into rubble.
As you guys watch the head erupt, the fragrant biological matter which is expelled, its brain matter, its flesh, is turned to stone before it hits the ground, and this creature is dead. What else would you like to do?
I'm just gonna yell at Aralis, hang in there. We'll get through it. And that'll be my turn.
Aralas, roll me a death saving throw. GM roll / GM roll.
Why is that not working? GM roll, okay.
As we're waiting to see if he's dying. Come on! Go!
Are you with us?
Are you alive?
I'll
Can
try
pop
to
back
help
up to
you.
1 HP?
Okay. Alright. Up next is Larry. What would you like to do?
What is Erlos is dead? Final answer.
I am going to where is Aurelius?
Aralis is right here, this
It's
X.
so hard to see. Okay.
It's not it. Yeah.
I'm going to get close. Standing on dead bodies, I presume.
Indeed. Here, I'll take some of the names out of here so you might be able to see a little bit more clearly. Alright, as you're standing on that dead gargoyle, its stonework body underneath you, you cast Cure Wounds on Aralas. Thankfully you did that because he just rolled a 1 on his death saving throw.
That's 2 fails. Oh no.
Alright.
Okay, so I roll what?
1d8.
And then add your spell attack modifier.
There you go. What is your spell attack modifier?
+5.
Oh, actually, it's your spell casting ability modifier. So that will be your intelligence score. What is your intelligence, Larry?
16.
Okay, so that's actually 6. So you regain 1 more HP or less. Does that in your turn?
Friend. Yes, it does.
Terrific.
Oh, can I actually have my defender go and smash this guy?
Yeah, you command him as a bonus action to do that as he marches through this rough terrain of folk. He gets to the gargoyle on the other side. Go ahead and make your attack.
I have to go to my other character sheet.
Well, do you want him to flank like this?
Yes, I need a class on flanking. Eric, that'll be your job.
According to Garrett, if you can draw a straight line between you, your ally, and your enemy, with your enemy in the middle, you have advantage.
Mm-hmm. If you draw a line between you and an ally and that line intersects an enemy, it is at advantage.
That is different from how I do it in my campaign, which is why I was confused.
Okay, 4 points of force damage absolutely hits as you...
Not
Bring
bad,
another hammer.
baby. You did good.
Does that end its turn?
It does.
I love how he talks like a tuba.
Rez, what would you like to do?
Rez is going to move forward to about here.
As you do so, you see the tiefling wailing on the interior door. Opens the other one!
Wait, I can see him?
Yeah, those two doors have opened, and now he's waiting on the other two to be opened.
Unshoot him again.
Alright. Yeah, you guys can't see him, right?
Yeah.
I didn't fuck up the dynamic lighting.
Come on.
Fuck!
That
Shouldn't have
bullet,
done that.
that bullet hits over his head and explodes, missing barely.
Fuck. Giving a very panicked look, I look at Alistair, and I realize that, oh, he looks like he's got things under control, and I just give him a very panicked, like, double thumbs up with a very worried look, like I don't want him to know I just missed that shot.
Perfect.
I'm going to give him a bardic inspiration.
Alright, Bartleben sees this. What is this? This is not a game! And with that, does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Aralas, what's Orly doing on this turn?
Same thing. Oh well, I'm gonna say fly above the main gate and watch out for what we can see in there, and let me know. Oops, did I do that? Okay. And I want him to spy on the guy mainly, and he telepathically will alert me if there's anything worth knowing.
As he sees and communicates this to you in this weird mix of cooing and your own visual understanding, it is now Glenn's turn. He's going to come up and just start ripping into this guy, but not before the other cultist gets his attack of opportunity. As he hits him with this black long saber. A 7 misses Glenn as he ducks under it with his stout dwarvish body and brings up his scimitar to finally put an end. A 10 misses and an 18 will hit. As he hits this guy right in the shoulder, the tiefling, you balance! And he throws it off, and with it a massive gout of blood follows. Alright, looking more the worse than wear forever, it is now the final gargoyle's turn, as he's trying to avenge his fallen ally. He's going to take his bite and claw attacks into this massive steel defender. Both attacks hit the steel defender with a 16 and a 19. The steel defender's bolts pop loose on its chest chassis as it incurs 6 points of piercing and slashing damage.
My baby!
With that, Erland, it is your turn. What would you like to do? Keep in mind, this guy's alive, as is this gargoyle, and of course, Bartleben.
Erlon is going to rush this way. Honestly, I'd rather be on that side. And then I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt
Oh?
on the guy
Oof.
running into the castle.
A 15? Oh man, that hits. Roll for damage.
Oh yeah. Next attack has advantage, baby.
Okay.
Guiding Bolt is one of the best spells. Just
And then after that, I'm gonna turn and Star Archer this guy right here.
Okay. As you bring up the guiding bolt, you laser this guy, and you watch as the tiefling's arm flies off and he falls to the ground dead. As you bring up the Star Archer, you loose a celestial arrow at the other tiefling. As you do so, it hits. Roll for damage. Alright. Lasering off the arm of one tiefling, you bring up the arrow and plant it right between the eyes of the other tiefling. You've killed both of them in one round.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright. With that, I need Rustolomew to roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Rez, as you look out just high enough, you can see through the debris and the chaos of war, the dead tiefling to the north. His body color begins to change. His horns retreat back into his skull. His hair turns into a frothy blonde, and his skin begins to turn a
My
very
God.
pale white.
Oh my God!
As his body
This
lays there on
cult
the
is turning
floor,
the villagers into oh my God!
it is now Alistair's turn. What do you want to do, Alistair?
I'm gonna take a step back. And fire on the gargoyle with my matchlock.
Alright, as you step back, you take an attack of opportunity walking out of his threshold. He brings out a claw. Natural 1, he misses. What would you like to do? Oh, the matchlock.
Yeah.
That hits.
10.
Alright, 10 points of damage. Wounded and taken aback by his dead ally, this gargoyle begins looking around frantically and looks extremely frantic. Does that end your turn?
Does not. You know what's next.
As you guys watch the arcane cannon seize, relenting a massive bolt, it definitely hits. 15 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. This gargoyle is in a terrible state.
This
Not
makes
to
me so
mention
much
5 feet.
uncomfortable.
Oh, you want to
There's
move it 5 feet as well?
Yeah, push it back 5 feet.
It's going to end its turn right there. A good round. Or wait, do you want to end your turn? Maybe is what I should say.
I'm going to use the rest of my movement and come up here to the gate out there to kind of be around Glenn.
As you're
And
there,
that'll end my turn.
go ahead and make me a perception check.
Oh, alright.
Because I don't think your passive perception is sufficient. You haven't seen him. You're still pointing your gun at the gargoyle, focusing on a shot, and do not notice the body changing colors underneath you. Larry, what do you want to do?
Oh, it's my turn.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. How did I skip you? My bad, dude. Go ahead. Oh,
So I will,
because Zach hit the
yeah.
button. Thank you, Zach. Go ahead.
I will get back up and I will move along the wall, and I would say, if the steel defender was to be on the other side, we will have extra chances to kill him. And I will take the main hand and slice at him.
Hits.
Does 19 hit? 7
points.
damage.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna use the offhand for 14.
That misses. As you bring a dagger close, it brings its wing up, and where you think you're going to strike is just open air as it dodges out of the way.
Okay, I think I clicked the thing, but I should not have it. Okay,
That's
so it's
okay.
Larry's turn.
Yeah, it's Larry's turn now. What do you want to do, Larry?
Okay. I'm going to get up next to Aurelis. And then, I'm gonna use my hammer, on the gargoyle.
Ooh, that hits. Okay. Let's see
Okay.
here. Oh, nice. All right, awesome. As you bring up the hammer and down again, it plants itself right in the forehead. As you bring the hammer back, you can see in its wake is blood and small stone flakes, which have covered the scalp of this almost dead creature. What else do you want to do?
I'm gonna tell my baby to heal herself. And then that'll
Take care of
be
yourself,
that.
babe.
Yeah, heal yourself, kid. All right. Fantastic.
How do I?
You just click that button where it says
Yeah.
EOT, end of turn. Oh, Oh, repair. Oh, you wanted to repair. Okay, roll 2d8 plus 2. Sorry, I was a little confused. Alright. Wow, it regains all of its hit points, only needing 8, but getting a lot more. As it is now at full health. Is that in your turn?
Yes, it does.
Alright. Hit that red EOT button. Do you see it in the chat? It should be at the top. Alright.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Alex. Rez, what do you want to do? And yes. The answer is yes.
I feel so bad, but I was wondering why they were so why they didn't have that big of a hit point pool. Like, these are guards. Why are they going down so quickly? And then it's because they're commoners. It's because they're people. They're just regular dudes. Fuck, man. Okay. I'll go right here and take a shot at the gargoyle. And I missed.
You do indeed.
And I fired. I missed. And I fired. And I missed.
You still have your bonus action, but if that's your turn, that's your turn. What's Orly doing?
He's gonna stay put and look afar for incoming. End of turn.
Alright, it's now Glenn's turn. Glenn's like, well, I don't know who this guy is. His skin's all white, and I don't know if we should have done that. And he runs to the south, crossing over the rough terrain. He just gets here. At the end of his turn, he's going to bring up a couple attacks on that gargoyle.
Gurgle.
That hits.
Like, how is this not advantage? He's surrounded.
As he brings up the sword and strikes the head of the gargoyle, the gargoyle falls on its back, unconscious from the first blow. Still alive, though out of the fight. As you guys gain what mode of yourself that you have looking over this fight, you guys can see in the alcoves, the small windows which dart the castle, flickering torchlight that runs away. On top of the battlements, you can hear footsteps. As it seems, the inhabitants have been alerted to your presence. However,
Everybody, get inside the antechamber. Riz is gonna run inside here.
please, do not hurt me. As you look down, Rez, the one-armed figure in the ground. Pale, white skin, white eyes with no color, you can only see the iris. You know this about the fellow on the ground.
I get down next to him and I look at him and I say, "What happened to you? Tell us."
Please, I am not from here. I do not know. I was just helping my friends.
Are you okay? Do you think you can take care of yourself for a moment?
No, I am missing an arm.
Well, besides that, I put my hand, I take off my glove, and I put my hand on the bloody stump of his arm, and I cast Cure Wounds at first level.
As you do that, the arm is still missing, but the wound replenishes itself, and he is stabilized. Thank you so
Actually,
much.
I have a macro for this. Sweet.
To what do I owe this gratitude?
You weren't doing this of your own volition, were you?
I am far from home. I just wanted the security of a castle once again, and these people extended their hand to me. They were my friends.
Did they do to you, my friend?
They were not perfect, but they offered me a home, and then their god they worship is a profane deity. Levistus, he has profane powers beyond anything you have ever seen. He is the kind of deity cultist worship.
And they sucked you into this and hurt you and transformed you.
That is right. They wanted me to wear their necklaces. Look! And as he points to their dead corpses, you see their bodies are already solid with ice, just like Sefik Caltro.
You should wait here until all the fighting is done.
No, this is where they want us. They will drop stones and alchemist fire on top of us. We must leave.
What is directly above us?
As you guys look up, there's just open darkness. Those of you with dark vision can see there's a very flat stone roof with serrated holes wide enough to drop things on besiegers to the castle.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Everyone out.
And I pull Gimpy. I pull him out.
As he
Before
comes up,
anything else happens, where is the Rinaldo guy? Is he inside? Do you know?
yes, Rinaldo is in. He just arrived this morning.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, that is brilliant.
I can't wait to bash in his skull.
Everyone out to the kill zone.
Carry me out, please. I'm be right there.
As you guys all get out now, you still have the footwork running around. Thank you again, stranger. What is your name?
Oh, my name is Rez. What is yours?
It is.
What?
Say your full name.
Bartholomew von Crawford IV.
He hugs you. With one arm, he begins weeping into your epaulettes. As you all see this strange display of affection, it takes you back again. Oh, brother, how have you found me here?
On.
I am on
Did you
hold.
say brother?
And I pull him into the tightest hug I've given anyone.
My brother, he's home
gonna eat
again.
him.
What are you
I
doing
thought you
there?
ate your brother.
I grab him by the face and I just say, you idiot, you fool, what are you doing here?
I am so sorry. I have so much to say to you. We need to talk.
Yes. Yes, we do, on. You are very far from home.
As are you.
I wipe
Maybe
a tear from my eye.
maybe soon we can talk as the keepers of our own castle soon.
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
It would. It would.
I just pull him into another hug.
And it is that embrace which will be the note that ends this session.
Fuck, man. Oh my
That's
god!
awesome.
Hey.
Ah!
You had a rough start, but I think that was a really good session.
Thank
Oh
you,
my
thank you.
god! What? What? What?
Don't eat this sibling. Don't eat this one.
Dude, I'm serious. Stop with those jokes. I didn't eat my siblings.
Hey, we kind of had to do that because it helped us get in. Talk about the sales.
It didn't do anything for us. I just shot the dude.
And you see this one is suffering. We must end his suffering.
That's right.
And I found my brother.
I almost killed him.
Dude,
Like when
I
you
was-
said he was just
And
there
you
on
didn't
the ground,
apologize.
I was thinking like, what if I just shoot him to put him out of his misery?
Dude, I was this close when we were talking, quote unquote, last night. I was this close to revealing a lot more about my backstory and talking about how the reason I was in this country was to find my brother. I was this close to revealing that.
It's probably good you didn't, because then everyone would have been like, wow, I can't believe Garrett shoehorned that in last second.
Right? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Well, exploring every tavern finally paid off for you, Rez, that mode of operation. And with that, we will end the recording.
I'm so glad we decided to hunt down these cultists and not leave. Oh my god.
Me too.
Oh, could you imagine? No, we don't want to deal with that guy. It's just 50 gold, whatever.